What's up with you? What's up with you, man? We got a report. It says right here, Iman Shumpert reportedly told BC Media yesterday that the real reason he decided to end things with Teyana Taylor was after he paid one of his friends to keep an eye on her. Say he found out that even while she was still going to the clubs. He also alleged that she cheated on him with Chris Brown during their last year together. Now, the 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 the, the thing to me is that this guy ignored the red flags to begin with. This woman, and she's her career. She was in what the movie I saw her at the Oscars. She was clowning. She was clowning out there. She grabbed a man by his head. She got in an argument with security. She was yelling at the I don't even know her name. She was yelling at the chick from Dune. And there's a video of uh there's a video of what's the white dude's name? DiCaprio smacking her on the butt. Yeah, I mean, this dude, this dude ignored the red flags, man. He was just in over his head, and now he's been trying to discuss it. I guess he's trying to figure out what happened. It cost him $25 million. He got two kids. You know, he's probably got joint custody. I think he got to pay $8,000 a month, and it set him back, man. It set him back. Gotta let that keep moving, man. You gotta know when to say when. And that's the problem with a lot of men. They don't know when to say when. They don't know when it's too much. It's time to shut it down, man. Sometimes you gotta say no. And be careful what you wish for, man. Be careful what you wish for. That was a mistake, man. And even now, it's a mistake. I'm talking about even now. Woman like that, she out there, man. You gotta let her stay out there. What they say, she go both ways. You gotta let that woman let that it be. If she got two kids now, she on her way to 40. I think she's like 36. I don't know what to tell you on that. On that one, you gotta find somebody else, man. And look at the amount of money. We talk about money leading with your wallet. This man lost $25 million, or he lost millions. How about that? Because there's all types of reports out there. He lost millions, and it was before him. She was a entertainer. Um, she hooked up with him, her name jumped off. Leveraged him to get parts in movies. Leveraged him to get things, and the thing went downhill. And who knows, man? The whole Chris Brown thing, I wouldn't put it past him. I wouldn't put it past him, man. If your wife going to all of these clubs and stuff, you get married, man, and your wife still act like she's single. She's sleeping with other men. That's just there's no why is she still acting like she's single, going to the clubs, hanging out in places where guys like Chris Brown hang out, just hanging out around guys like that, going to pool parties with a bikini on and a bunch of guys out there, and you're at home, you at work, you at the job, and you don't say nothing. You ignore the red flags. She's still getting smashed, brother. She's still getting smashed. And guys, this thing about being surprised and acting like the guy like a Chris Brown did you wrong and stuff. No, you didn't. Look, I don't agree with. No, I don't agree. I don't agree that Chris Brown should be smashing these dudes' chicks. I don't. I don't think he should be doing that. But you can't turn around and blame him. You didn't take no type of authority. I'm not talking about make nobody do nothing. they don't want to do. I didn't say that. You know, one thing about the whole money thing, the whole money thing in relationships, guys are so used to using the money. They use the money to get the woman. They use the money to keep the woman. They use the money to punish the woman. If she don't do what you demand, then you remove the money. And that ain't gonna work anyhow, though. You know that you fooling yourself. That's a walking disaster. If you're doing that, if that's the way you got to do it, you can expect uh, um, her to be sleeping with other men. You anything where you got to where you are manipulated into in the sense that you have to give something to, then that ain't a relation. That ain't gonna work. That's just not gonna work. You're dreaming. There's always somebody with more money than you. Let me tell you something. You can go to Vegas. You can go to New York. You can go to California. And you go to the dating scene and say you're doing pretty good. Say you make about 150 a year. You work out. You're doing pretty good. You have this beautiful woman, beautiful woman with you. Man, it's probably 15 dudes right around the corner make 3 times what you make, and they're interested. What you think she's gonna do? Because all you're doing is using your money. That's what this guy did. Using your money ain't gonna work, man. That's not gonna satisfy that individual, especially if that person's out there. If that person is active socially, if that woman see you as nothing as a provider, you're just a beta male provider who can give her a life she can't get for herself. Yeah, when she gets to where she wants to get, she's gonna want to enjoy a better situation. And he ignored it, man. You can't ignore these red flags, man. You can't ignore the red flags. You got to acknowledge the red flags. You got to accept. You got to accept that this ain't the one for you. This ain't the one for you. Now, Chris Brown, maybe this the one for him. Maybe this is more his lane. No, maybe this is more his lane. I'm serious. Like Chris Brown, if you got it like that, let me tell you something. Some men got some men got it, some men don't. If you got it like that, I don't know what she would do. I'm just saying if you got it like that. But no, if you spending money, man, and you got this permissive attitude, you can pretty much go to clubs, you can go hang out, um, you can go and do this, you can go and do that. I'm not a controlling dude. I trust you. If you do, then you're asking for it. And then when you find out she's sleeping with another man, your tears ain't gonna change nothing, man. And see, one of the biggest problems for men, most men, is they've never had a woman really do anything for them. And I'm serious. You've never. I mean, I get it, man. If you're young, if you between 18 and 22, I grant you a pass because you're young. But you grown. You over 22 and you grown. You ain't never had a woman ain't never done nothing. That's why they cheat on you. Because you don't have any requirements. You're too permissive. And the permissive, you think, okay, if I'm permissive, I can smash quicker. But you're still not, it's not what you want it to be. That situation, you don't want that. Look at this man. This man lost millions of dollars. That woman out there I saw on the stage, she was where that video? I got the video of her. Wait, I got this video. She's over here with Chris Brown. I saw on the set, there's a movie set that she did. I don't know if it's old, where Leonardo's smacking her on her behind. And I hope she wasn't married at the time. Because I'm looking at that. I'm like, man, wait, is that a married woman? Because, bruh, that's a trip. It's like she should have known that was wrong, man. You're a married woman. You can't let men palm your behind thinking that's not cool. That's not cool anymore. Hold on, let me go over here. Let me get this video. Here we go, right here. And it's sad, man. And I get it, man. I get it. A guy's looking at it from the standpoint, this is the best he can do. This is the best he's ever had. He'll never. I'm saying a guy might look at that. He is looking at it like that. This the best I ever had. So, she could pretty much look at this right here. Look at this right here. Look at this. Look at this right here. That's Chris Brown. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. And that's what I'm saying, man. Now, um, this is inappropriate, man. This is inappropriate. You turn around and look at that. Look at that. That's inappropriate. That's inappropriate. And that's you cannot be marrying women that's just out there like they can't. Look at the party she's at. How you gonna be a married woman and you in a party full of people? How? I just don't understand it. I don't care about no celebrity stuff. And the thing about it, a married woman is wants to be home with you. So you off work, she's at a party. What kind of that ain't no marriage. That's not how marriage works. You're off work, it's a Saturday. Don't give me all this stuff about no job and all that. Don't give me the job stuff. You're off work and she's at a party with Chris Brown and all these other dudes, all these dudes at the party, and you at home taking care of the kids, and you at home talking about you trust her. Nah, that relationship's pretty much over. That relationship is pretty much over. Yeah. And guys play this game. Yeah, I saw the Dirk thing. I saw that his ex. I saw that she's back out there. I saw that. I saw that. I saw that, man. And a lot of these dudes. That's another thing. These dudes be getting locked up. A lot of you dudes, you mad crazy about your woman, and then you out here and you get locked up, man. And then next thing you know, a guy with a barber shop, a guy with a car lot, a guy with a good job done ran off with your woman. She done moved in with him, and you do all that time, and then you get out. Yeah, yeah, you don't want to do that, man. He says Dirk's wife's back out there. Yeah, she back out there, bro. Back out there with what, 2 kids? Yeah, and these beta males, they know it's plenty of beta males to take them with the 4 or 5 kids. And they'll do the same thing to that beta male. They'll deal with that beta male. They'll do like this Iman Shumpert guy. And let me say something. You can't beta males, yeah, your appearance should matter to you. You should care about your appearance. But you can't just look at a guy and say he's a beta male. It's his behavior. It's the way his life goes. That's the guy who's always getting used. That's the guy who's always leaving 15 voice messages on the answer machine. That's the guy who's always trying to fight. That's the guy that's stalking pages. If you leave something on her page, he's all in your inbox. A beta male, this is how they act. It's exactly how they act and how they deal with relationships. When you're a guy, you're an NBA guy, and you got a lot of bread, you got a lot of money, and you use your money to get women, you're a beta male. You can get your hair, you can get braids. You can go out here and you can get you some braids, go get you a fitted cap, go get you some expensive designer clothes. You're a beta male. All that don't mean nothing, man. I see that. These guys go out here and get their hair braided up, they get a chain, and then they try to walk around like they not simping. Like they some type of player or something. No, you simping, bro. Bro, you simping. Ain't no other way you simping. I don't care if I see you in Vegas, you a simp. You a simp, bro. You got to dress yourself up like a Christmas tree to get women to even notice you, bro. You a simp. You a simp. Let me tell you something. Guys don't understand it. Women supposed to really come up to you. They come up to you and they make it known they're interested. They come talk to you. You could be off to the bar, off to the side, and it's two women in there. All the guys trying to talk to them. Next thing you know, you sitting over there minding your own business. You see them. You might be saying, "Hey, I'm gonna let the simps shoot their shots. Then I'm gonna move on." Next thing you know, she's standing next to you because that's what she wants. She wants to talk to you, and she wants to know how come you are not over there. That's what she wants to know. Why aren't you over there? Why aren't you coming over there like all the other guys? And there you go, opens up the opportunity to have that conversation. And that's interest. And we talk about genuine interest, genuine desire. You have to have those things. When you just pay a woman's bills, see, this is the thing. They need the bills paid. Agree. The bills have to get paid. I agree. If you got somebody and they're about to get their car repoed, yeah, there's a lot of things they'll do to try to prevent that from happening. A lot of things they wouldn't under normal circumstance do. And so you see what the money does, right? But the money does not establish desire. The money doesn't make if there's a person you work with and she lets you know that they're going to repo her car and then she's going to lose her job. And if she could just find $2,000 to catch up on the notes, or no, how about this? At $900. If she just find 900, if somebody would just loan it to her, she could pay it back. And you step in, you say it, okay. She is going to be appreciative of that. She's going to be appreciative that you loaned her the money. Understood. Right? And now getting it paid back, I would say she probably ain't gonna pay it back, but I'll say she pay maybe 300 back. Then she gonna she gonna put a conversation out about you that's messed up, and she probably tell a bunch of simps that you trying to do something to her, and then they're gonna take her side and they're gonna attack you. That's pretty much how it goes. But the point is this: you have an established desire. Yeah, you solved the problem. You helped her out of a bad situation, but there is no desire established. There's nothing that makes her want to be with you. And even if she does it one time, there's nothing to make her want to do it again. And that would be a bad situation anyhow, because that would be, if you walk into that, you're asking for it. You would be better off just getting your money back, which you probably won't get back. You might get half of it back. And that's what I'm saying. That's why they'll date a guy who doesn't have a job, or his job is his job is not as good as your job. His situation is not as good as yours, but she'll go sleep with that guy a couple of times. And then you'll find out, and then you guys will break up. Well, she desired him. In attraction, you can't buy attraction. Attraction is either there or it's not. And that's what the key thing, that's the component, right? You hear these simps talking about lead with your wife. See, these dudes are losers. These dudes are absolute losers. They even say something. Every time I say that, just thinking about lead with your wallet. So what, you can get used? Man, are you crazy? You walk around here leading with your wallet. So many. If I go stand at the gas station right now, and every time an attractive woman pulls up, I'll say, I'll give you a fill up. And she say something like, no, hey, wait a minute, I got a man. I said, no, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. No, I'm giving you the fill up. I don't want nothing. I just want to make sure you straight. I'm doing this for all the women. It's Woman's Day for me. I'm giving back to all the women. Okay. They'll be like, okay, well, you established, you're doing it for nothing. So, okay, you ain't getting nothing. Okay, put the gas in there. You filled that one up. Okay, another one show up. They're going to clear. Not most of them are going to clear, especially if you're not their type. But if you're that type, they might not be that quick to clear. But anyhow, you fill up that tank. 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 That's not going to gain you anything. There's no desire. There's no attraction established. And taking advantage, well, hey, you wanted to get taken advantage of. You led with your wallet. You asked to be taken advantage of. Yeah, you asked, you said, hey, you wanted to be, so they took advantage of you. They made a fool out of you. Well, I wouldn't go that far, but I say they took advantage of you. Yeah, Woman's Day. They took advantage of you, but you put yourself out there. And when you talk about leverage, you have to leverage the attraction. See, guys say walk away. Well, they have to be some degree, something about you got to spark their interest. That's why the thirst kills a lot of game, because thirst makes you overplay your hand. When you need to be you need to be disciplined and patient, because that thirst will kill game. That makes you press too hard. You come in too hard. You scare them and you run them off. And then when they observe you, you look extra thirsty. And that in itself is a turnoff. Strip clubs, all of that, unless they're like that, right? That's going up in there. Those women leave every day with regular dudes. They husbands, regular dudes. They take the money of doctors, lawyers, professionals, athletes, and those men go home to. I mean, those women go home to their husband or their man and the kids. And they're desired, though. They're desired by other men. Other men spend a knot on them, but they don't desire those men. And then doing what they're doing makes them desire them even more. This guy right here, Iman Shumpert, this guy used his money. He's going to these blogs. He's whining now. And this is what I'm saying. These guys think they can buy their way into these relationships. Man, you can buy some action. You can get that, and you better just say, hey, that's all I'm gonna get. All of this feel for me, all of this care about me stuff, it don't come through the money, man. You guys got to get that through your head, man. It don't come through the money. You know how many women are right now with a man at his house? He got a good job, he got a nice house, he works out, he's totally into her. And she's sitting up here texting a boyfriend that's locked up and telling his family, I tell him I got him. He needs some commissary money. Don't worry about it. Tell him I got him. Because that's who she desires. And guys, that's who you got to get your ego out of it, man. That just take your ego out. So all of that good deeding and all of that stuff. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with doing something nice for somebody. But don't expect it to change anything. It's not going to make them want to be with you. They want to be with you or they don't. And that's the essential thing that guys got to do. That's why you have to stay in shape, man. That's why you got to take care of yourself. That's why you have to have a clear mind. The alcohol, all of that stuff, you got to put that behind you. And all that leave with the money. Nothing wrong with having money, man. But you don't take your money and give it to women. And the thing about it, if you do, just expect that to be what it is. And when you look at Iman Shumpert, yeah, she got where she was trying to go. That's what a lot of people, a lot of relationships, they don't want to put the other part. It could be a man or a woman. They don't want to put the other person through school. I hear a lot of the passport bros said they're gonna put their wives through school. I hope they know what they're doing. They said they're going over to a foreign country, they're gonna get them a wife, and then they're gonna put their wife through school. I hope it works out for her. I hope it remains that way. I really do. I really do. I don't think it will. I don't think it's gonna remain that way at all. And you know, it sound but that's why a lot of people ain't gonna they're not gonna put you through school. If you meet her broke, she gonna stay broke. And that's up to her. But all that builds you up, lift you up, and all of that, nah, brother. No, normally if say a guy is 38 and he goes to a foreign country and he spends about a year over there and he finds a wife. He comes back to America and he's in America and he wants his wife to go to college. He wants her to do something, something she's always wanted to do. Normally, they lose guys like that, lose those women to guys, American guys around her age. When you say a 38-year-old man in a foreign country and he's got him a 21-year-old wife, which you can do, which you can do, and you bring her back and then you put her in school at 22 and you've sat down and no kids and you just want, because you got plans in about 5 years, you got plans and all of that. Normally, when they go to college, they fall for a guy right around their age, really, if not the same age, because they've never dealt with that type of guy. They're used to dealing with an older guy and they are used to coming from a foreign country. Now they're in the land of milk and honey. Now they're in the land of milk and honey and they can live their best life. And normally it's just human nature. Attraction starts to form, especially if there's a guy around her age. He's into the same things. He's younger, and there's an attraction there, something that she never had with the other guy. And if they spend a year college and another year, oh, that's going to be too late for that. That's over. That's over. And you can only blame yourself because look at the big age gap. I mean, you got to accept that. If you're gonna go that young, you're asking for a lot. He said, "Don't bring her here." Fear. You okay? Let's deal with this. You can't live in fear. No. You can't live in fear. You don't bring her here. That's fear. You can't live in fear, man. That's why you got to have it together, man. And see, these guys are talking about going overseas. You're talking about going to a foreign country. That in itself is a completely different thing. But no, you don't live in fear. It's just like this guy, Iman Shumpert. Unfortunately, things didn't work out for him, right? Unfortunately, it cost him 25 million. It cost him millions and millions of dollars. But yeah, hey man, that's how it goes, man. You get married, you start a life. After 5, maybe 4 or 5 years, the fire burns out. People are relatively young, and I mean under 40, and they want another bite at the apple. Both of them. So they come to the conclusion we got to break up, and we're going to co-parent. And yeah, now unfortunately, for a lot of people, that's the wrong thing to tell. Some of these relationships go left. If they think you finna get out of it, yeah, woo. There's a video out there on I saw it on X about a week ago. This guy and his girl, they was telling their family how they've come to agreement that they're gonna break up, but that's my best friend. And the next day they found her unresponsive and he got locked up. So yeah. 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 But yeah, you won't if you're gonna deal with them, they gotta treat you, they gotta give you the Chris Brown treatment, man. If she gonna be all hugged up and concerned about what he's doing, that's what you want. You don't want women who really don't care what you do. Teyana is Teyana Taylor's almost 40 years old, brother. You don't want I think she's 36. 36 with 2 kids. And her musical career really never jumped off. Her biggest thing really is him. And she's parlayed the relationship with him into acting roles, into BET appearances, into the celebrity that she's become now, even with the Welcome to America too, where she got that role. She parlayed all of that into that. And she got the six pack or the four pack or whatever. She got the abs, right? Which a lot, that's not they don't normally can hold that. A lot of women can't hold that type of fitness. And she's probably it's a lot of it looks like jeans. A lot of it looks like jeans. She's all right. She's okay. But no, I mean, I wouldn't that ain't something I would even waste my time with, man. I wouldn't even look at that. Ain't no way I would get married and then my wife is at the club. And I'm at home and I'm walking around talking about I trust her. I wouldn't get married to a person like that. If she wants to be in the clubs, and then anybody who's been in those clubs, man, them guys in there trying to pick women up. Them dudes ain't in there trying to sit around and talk. They don't want to sit back and have a conversation. Oh, let me have a drink and a good solid conversation, and then I'm going back home. Them dudes trying to pull. It'll be hard for her to even explain it. What you doing in the club? What you mean you went to the club last night? Why? Why would you go to the club? Oh, well, my friend was having a birthday party. So did you stay? Did you just go in there, pay respects, and leave? Or did you, hey, yeah, we sort of hung out all, yeah, that woman's sleeping with another man, man. That's a woman that's dealing with another man. There ain't nothing you can do about it. You got to accept it. You got played. You got to move on. But you didn't get played because you used your money. You paid your way into that relationship. You thought that you could win her emotionally by spending money. That didn't work. You see that on these YouTube clowns. That ain't gonna work. That will not work. There has to be desire. If women are not desirable, you find that you are not desirable to women, you're right. You probably do need to go overseas. I would say go overseas. Yeah, I would go overseas. I would go overseas because especially these modern women, if you're not desirable, they're not going to be loyal to you. Now they'll use you for your money and they'll choose you as far as the money you give them over other men that they don't desire. But you got to be desirable, man. And that's why we have a youth period of time. It's a time for us to mate and have kids. We're nice and young and healthy. And one reason when you're young and healthy, you can run around with them. While they're growing up, you can chase them around. You can play basketball and sports with them. And as you age into your 50s, right, perhaps you'll be a grandfather. And it's supposed to be like that. He says she'd be quick to call him insecure if he complains on her going to the club. Um, nah, well, he okay, okay. She can call him that. It's not her and her friends going to a wedding. Her friends going to get something to eat. Her friends, doing it's a nightclub. Nightclubs are pickup spots. I know it's a lot of simps go to them. That for the simps, they're just going to look. Nightclub and strip clubs. Nightclubs and strip clubs are pickup spots. You can pull out of a strip club. If you go in a strip club about an hour before the club closed, before the nightclub closed, women fall up in there. I wouldn't say it's the best of the best, but women fall up in there. You pick those women up. They'll go home with you. They'll go home with you. They'll lay with you. But it's all a transactional thing. So get out of your ego. It's because of your money. So take your ego out of it. Stop getting mad when they shoot you a wrong number. Stop getting mad when they ate off of you. You took them to breakfast. You fed them drinks, took them to breakfast, and they told you they'll hit you up later on today, and they didn't hit you up. Stop getting in your feelings about that, man. It was all transactional. You just another simp. Under a line of simps, you fed them, they used you, they smoked off of you, they drank off of you, they ate off of you, and then they got on down. They went back to their men. They went back where they want to be. They crawled in bed with the men they want to crawl next to. He said, I go to Walmart and pretend I'm buying stuff. Take that out of your game, man. You got to be for real. All of that stuff, you got to be you, man. They got to see you coming, man. Now they got to know that, hey, you interested. You don't have to tell them you hanging out in Walmart trying to pick women up, but you just let them know you're interested. But don't buy nothing. Don't be in there be like, hey, can I get that? Can I get that basket for you, pretty lady? Today I feel good. Today's Woman's Day for me. Oh, don't worry about it. I got you. And you know what? The people gonna see you be standing in that line. That lady gonna be checking you out, and she gonna be looking at you, a trick ass nigga. That's what she gonna be looking at. You're gonna be putting all that stuff up there. Run your card, cling. Oh, thank you. And then you can go back in that Walmart, do it again, man. That's not gonna. That's not going to create desire. So if they're not attracted to you, the fact that you do a good deed, once again, the good deed in itself might make you feel good. Okay. Uh, Being nice to people, there's nothing wrong with that. But that don't produce attraction. And guys got to get that through their head. If they're not attracted to you, they're not going to be attracted because you do these nice things for them. And that's the thing that's unfair. So that's why you need to be careful of doing these things. Because what are you doing them for? Are you doing them because you're a nice guy, or are you doing them with the intention to receive something from them? And that's a mistake, because if you're trying to get something, that in itself is wrong. You just got to be. That's why so many guys lose out to players. Players ain't. They're not hiding nothing, and they calling her with the intention to pick her up. They're out there with intentions, and there's a desire. He establishes a desire with the woman. You haven't done it. You work with her. You fidget around. You do nice things for her, but there's no attraction. So you try to nice guy your way in, and then you find out she been getting smashed by a whole bunch of dudes. You late to the party. They do brag on they brag on their friends. Oh, they gonna talk about you on that, bro. They gonna salt your game up. And see, I'll tell you this, Chris Brown better watch out. Chris Brown better watch out. This is a mistake right here. That's a mistake. But Chris Brown, he looking mad thirsty too, man. That's how you lose points, though. That's how you lose points with women. When you make plays at mildly attractive, average to below average at best chicks. That's how come you. That's why a lot of he's losing points. That's ridiculous what he just did with Teyana. And you see how them other brothers. See, this is how you got to do it, Teyana. You see how them other brothers turned backwards. You see that brother right there with the hat on? He ain't paying her no attention. That's how you do her. Let her sit her ass over in the corner. And you got to look at a woman's history too. That's what I mean by this. Now I see you talking about pump and dump, but that woman got a history. She just took she just basically drugged this one dude through the coals. He can have that. That's too disrespectful. That's too unproductive. That's a bad decision to make. And if you spending bread, they should ask for your money. A lot of you guys confidence is so low, you don't believe that you can do anything but pay bills. You don't think you can do nothing but pay her bills. Like the stream, brother. We're getting reports that yeah, he ignored the red flags, man, and now he's divorced. He's lost millions of dollars, and this goes back to all the guys who think you can buy your way into these relationships. You think you can pay for it. It's not going to work. It might work initially. That's a might. Some of them might respond to that, but for the most part, it's not going to be the relationship's not going to really have any value. And I get it. When you're talking to simps, you tell them to leave with their wallet because how else are they going to get? You're trying to get them to second base. You're trying to get them somewhere, but they still gonna have to secure that relationship. And that's what I'm saying. You see a Shumpert, a lot of these people, they want a relationship. They want it to last. But if there ain't no desirability there, that woman is going to leave you. And we see it every day. That's why women leave guys who they've been with the guy 7, 8, 9 years. She just doesn't desire him in the way that she wants to desire her man. Don't mean he's a bad guy. She just doesn't find him attractive anymore. She could be attracted for a while, then she loses attraction. Now, as a man, you got to hold that L. That's part of being a man. Some things come, they go. But if you're a little boy, if you're a child, you're going to get in your feelings and go pop the trunk. You're going to want to run down on the dude. Yeah, that's why I see it, man. I see it. And this is a L for Chris Brown right here, man. This chick, you want to talk about somebody being overrated. I mean, she cool, right? But nah, not all of that leaning down and whispering and hey, come here. Nah, fuck that. That he disrespects himself with that. That ain't how you get the game at. That ain't how the game go, bro. That's going against the game. Now he ignored the red flags, and now he's single. Now he's single, brother. And that's sad, brother, because that's the truth. And the red flags are there for a reason. All these guys who think they can take shortcuts, it's not gonna work, man. Man, just all you gotta do is watch. All these guys who take shortcuts, they use their money. In the end, they wind up divorced and broke. In the end, look at Iman Shumpert. In the end, look at him. He's divorced. I think he on the shy or something. I think he's got some bit parts. Yeah. And he still put out 25 million. Yeah, they'll run down over. They will. Yeah, they'll do it in a minute. Man, these simps out here run down on you over a woman that ain't even a woman. It could be someone she worked with. It could be someone he just knew her. Say he grew up with her. And a lot, let me tell you something. Let me tell you how the game is. Women identify simps. They just identify them. They know they thirsty. They know they want to smash. They identify the simps. They identify simps for further use. A woman could be in a relationship with a man that she cares about. She has feelings for, but she'll go to you because you're a simp, and she'll sacrifice you on some guy or maybe an ex, some guy she don't like. She'll feed you the whole a story about him because you are expendable, and she'll and she knows that you want to get in her good graces, and she knows you're going to run behind and go fight that guy for her. But she, in the meanwhile, she's laying up with the man she really wants. But these dudes are thirsty now. And these women know they can do that to these dudes. But they know they can manipulate these clowns. They know these clowns are disposable. Disposable thirst buckets. Use him to go after guys she don't like. And once she's done, dispose of them. This guy, Iman Shumpert, he pretty much got disposed and he gave up $25 million. And that woman's still out there, man. And what dudes don't even know what you uh, the woman got to leave the game. When you get her and y'all together, the game days are over. Matter of fact, she can give all of those dresses and tights. She can give them to her friends. She's a married woman now. She wants to be at home with her husband. That's her idea of a good time. Hanging out with her man, raising her kids, hanging out with the fam. All that going and hanging out with the girls, them days are over now. And there should be a certain amount of fighting between her and her friends and you, because she's eventually going to have to make up her mind which way she wants to go. You can't do both. The only people who does just that whole beta male, the simp does that. The beta male thinks, see, let me tell you something about the beta male. The beta male and the Iman Shumpert types, those guys, for whatever reasons, they think that they can have it both ways. They think that they can let her pretty much be a single woman, but then be married as far as kids and access, right? Because she like, I'm not doing nothing with you. We ain't married. So they do that, but then again, they give her all these freedoms. And this is the thing about that. The woman is supposed to control herself. She's supposed to be in charge of her decisions. Understood. But there has to be a desire to be with you. And let me tell you, this is how you can tell if a woman cares about you or not. If you go to work and she says, I'm gonna be with my sister. I'll be back, I'll be back at 6 o'clock. And you do this on purpose, you go and then about 9, you call her and say, yeah, I'm back home. And she said, why? You say, well, my neck was sort of got tight on me. And I was talking to the guy at the job, he told me it was okay. He told me to take the day off and I'll just see how I'm doing. He said, let him know, and come in tomorrow and, we'll make up for it and all of that. So I'm home. Let me tell you something. If that woman don't stop what she's doing and immediately come to see about you, that woman don't give a damn about you. Now, it ain't nothing to take. Don't let it hurt your ego. Don't let it hurt your ego. Most times it's probably not going to happen. Don't take it personal, but then you know where you stand. And then you'll know you need to stop catching feelings like that for these women. Why are you catching feelings? She don't have no feelings. If that woman really desires you, that woman going to tell her sister, I'll get you another day. What you mean? I got to go. Because she wants to be with you. I'm not even talking, you guys keep talking about intimately. No, she wants to be with her man, period. And this is an opportunity for her to be with her man. He's off work. She's going to postpone what she was going to do, and now she's back. But see, most simps and beta males, see, that's this thing. You come on these YouTube channels, most simps and beta males don't even understand that even exists because they've no. Most beta male simps, a woman has never did anything for them. A woman's never bought them a gift. A woman's never bought them anything, especially off of her money. I'm not talking about your credit card. She goes and runs up $1,200 in charges. And oh, by the way, she buys you some Jordans or some shoes off your credit card. No, I'm not talking about like that. I mean out of her money. So did you see the clip from the show they had when she had the daughter tell him, don't have mommy put you out of her? Oh, wow. No, I didn't see the reality show. Nah, I didn't see it. It doesn't sound like something I want to see. But she's telling her the truth. A lot of these dudes do not run their household. That's just the truth. A lot, we're under an old paradigm. We're under the paradigm where the man is the king of his castle. That's not necessarily true for a lot of situations, especially this Iman Shumpert. And that's another reason he shouldn't have got with her. She's too dominant. And what kind of man are you? That's what I'm saying. He's not ready for a woman like her. She's just too dominant. And you can make a case that's good, that's bad for both of them. He can't handle her dominance. Somebody said masculine. He can't handle her dominance, which means things are going to go left. And there's going to be a lot of compromise. That means he's going to be compromising. That means he's going to be being told what to do. He's going to accept that. The kids are going to pick up that mommy runs the house. And ain't nothing. Yeah, just the way it is, man. And being dominant isn't about just yelling. It's about leading. And that's how it was so easy for her to walk away. There was no desirability. There might have been, but because he got defeated and he got simped out so tough, there's no desirability now. And that's his fault. You got to look at him for that. We have a report. Iman Shumpert, yesterday, the real reason that things ended with him and Teyana Taylor was after he paid one of his friends to keep an eye on her, found out that she was going to these clubs, and she cheated on him with Chris Brown. Wow. Wow. And it's not about being afraid of Chris Brown, but it's also about, does she want to be a married woman? I mean, you have to challenge your relationship. Do you want to be a married woman? If you want to go sleep with Chris Brown, you can. Desirability. That's the word of the day. You got to be desired and wanted by, if you single, women in general. If you married, relationship, those women. If you're not, good luck. And I'm gonna tell you from someone who lived overseas, it really ain't that much. I don't know why guys keep thinking it really ain't that different over here. It ain't that different overseas. It's really not, man. If you undesirable, you're probably gonna be undesirable over there. Now, is there an opportunity for you to pay and stuff? And that's a whole different. That's just a complete dynamic. You can be 65 years old and go overseas and find a 18-year-old wife because they don't have any money. And you're gonna be doing a lot for their family. I tell you that. You ain't gonna just be taking care of her. You're gonna be taking care of their whole family. Yeah, you can do that. She'll nurse you and take care of you and look after you and change your depends and go as far as she can as far as keeping you happy as a woman. But you gonna pay, and you can get that over there. But you can't even compare that to a normal relationship that ain't even close to being normal. And guys have been told here to lead with their wallets. And it's said by Sims. And more all of this red pill stuff, every other day, you see another simp being exposed for what they are. They're simps. They're simps. Yeah, they run around all of this TikTok and all of this sugar babies and stuff. These dudes are spending money. And that's their own ego. That's inside their heads that some kind of way. That's inside their heads that some kind of way they are winning, sugar baby sites. You ain't even got to do it on the dating app, man. All you got to do is just go outside, man. Walk outside and pull up. Let them know you're interested. Go to the party. We talked about it. This is March. This is this is April. We're in April. You got April, you got May, you got June. That's 90 days. You need to be getting. You going to these beaches, man. You're gonna have to watch what you eat, get in shape. This is another summer. You don't want to be that dude that's in the basketball shorts and the t-shirt. In fact, you want to be making fun of that guy. When they have these pool parties, you want to go in the pool party like it's a pool party. All the beautiful women at the pool party, you got the shape going. You want to go in there and you're in shape. And then you want to make fun of the fat ass who comes in there in a t-shirt and oversized basketball shorts. That's a clown. You want to make fun of that guy. The women gonna like that. But that's the world we live in, brother. That's the world we live in, the world of simps. And the simps are spending money too, bro. They spending money. And ignoring red flags is this is going to happen to you. You got to recognize the red flags. Hanging out with Chris Brown types, she getting smashed. Going to the club all the time. I don't care what she tells you. She may not, I will agree, she may not be getting smashed like every week or every 2 weeks, but I say out of 12 months, she done got smashed at least 7 times. Random dudes in those nightclubs. And yeah, she keeps it on the low. Well, she going there for a reason. Don't give me that she just there to watch it. They say that all the time. They're just there to hang out with their friends. They just there to watch their friends. No, them women in there with intention. Now, like I said, maybe 7 times out of a year. But that's how the game go, though, man. Well, most married men are simps. I don't know about that. If they happy though, I'm just saying, if you're happily married, you're a married man, you happy. You take care of your family. Does your woman go to clubs? Does your woman go all out and about? Is she all in the streets? Is she living a separate life? And it really comes down to desirability. Does she want to be with you? Because that's what's going to hedge on everything. She don't want to be with you. Eventually you're going to find out, that she's living a completely different life from yours. And you thought wrong. You thought that being nice, you thought providing, you thought if you stepped in and was a husband or a father to her kids, you thought wrong. It don't work that way. There has to be attraction. There has to be a desirability. And if that's not there, it's really hard to create that. It's really hard to create that. Especially as a black man, it's really hard to create that. You have to be desirable, and women have to want you. They gotta want to, and all that money stuff. Guess what? They'll look the other way on all. Even if they could be taking somebody's money, could be taking five different. They could be taking 5 different men's money. But when it comes to you, she just wants to hang out with you. She just wants to be with you. She wants to call you up. What you doing? I'm just at the house. Okay, hold up. Hey, I'm on my way. Fine. She fine too, man. She done came all the way over. She hanging out with you. And you look at her phone, the phone is ringing. You're like, who is it? Oh, don't worry about it. Oh, don't worry about it. What's up with you, Joey? What's up with you, troll? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And you see her, it's like, damn, look how if they send they got the, with a phone ring, it'll be a face of the dude. You can know the dudes. You be like, that's the dude that be at the club. Hey, that's the dude. That's the DJ. Hey, I seen that dude. He work here. I seen that guy. That's a barber. And you look at her and say, you know a lot of guys, huh? She said, yeah, I know. But where's she at, though? She kicking it with you. She hanging out with you. That's how. That's the game, man. If you get played, you get played. That's your fault. We're gonna drop the link, man. We want to do a stream where we were discussing Iman Shumpert and why you shouldn't ignore red flags, man. They're not going to go away, man. And if the red flags are severe enough where you need to end the relationship, then you have to end the relationship. Ignoring them, in the end, you're going to pay. You're just going to pay, man. If you ignore them, you're going to pay in the long run. And that would be over here, that would be overseas, that would be anywhere. You can't ignore the red flags. Like the stream, man. Like the stream. You got women paying Chris Brown $1,200 a photo. You know why? They desire him. They'll pay him $1,200 a photo, yet you ain't never had a woman buy you a cheeseburger. Not out of her pocket. She ain't never bought you nothing. Yet that same woman will go and give Chris Brown $1,200 for a photo. And you've been spending money and taking up places and whining and dining. And you look around, that woman ain't even never bought you a damn cheeseburger. Now, in addition to taking care of the kids cost money, man. Kids cost money, man. If you taking care of her kids, you babysitting her kids, you feeding her kids, you taking her kids to the park, you getting fresh linens, all of that, so her kids are straight. You doing all of this extra stuff, that's gonna cost money. That's gonna cost money. And you got to pay, man. Iman Shumpert, he ignored the red flags and he cost him millions and millions of dollars. And there's rumor that it's not just Chris Brown. We don't know who did what. There's a video of her letting Leonardo, he just take a big old group. He just take a big old chunk. He almost picked that woman up off the ground. He palmed that woman's butt. And I think she was married at the time. Don't come with me about I'm at the job. No. You're a married woman. How you going to let that man just palm you like that? Cut that out. Write that out the park. That's my wife, man. We married. No, you can't palm her behind. But that's the video. I got the video. I'm scared to play it because it's in a movie. You know how YouTube be acting, the copyrights. But yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio took a big old, like a ice cream scoop. Yeah, and she started smiling. She looked back at him smiling. What's up with you, Joey?
What up, Platt?
What's up?
Yeah, you said Iman ignored the red flags with Teyana? Because, I mean, well, all women in the industry to me is compromised. Like they're around too many guys with too many opportunities with too much money, and you bound to lose her. You know what I'm saying? You see how she is now. Like she'll mess with that guy Pierre. For what I heard, I don't keep up with them people, but he even broke up with her. You get what I'm saying? Like that's just that's how it goes. Like. And my thing was they had a good run, 10 years, 2 babies, 3 babies, I think. He got what he got out of her.
I thought they was together for 6.
Nah, they was together for a minute.
Yeah, when she first met him, though, she didn't have nothing popping.
She had a little pop.
No, she didn't. But she was just like an IG thought.
No, Platt, not Teyana Taylor. No.
Yeah, when she first met him, when they first met, she didn't have no motion, bro. When nobody messing with her.
She had motion, Platt.
She was like a Melissa Ford.
Nah, she way past.
She didn't have no motion, man. Wasn't nobody messing with no.
She was a singer.
No, what? Everybody was listening to that.
She was a dancer. Man. She came from the Sweet 16 thing. You know what I'm saying? Since she's been young, she always had motion. You get what I'm saying? She was supposed to be what Rihanna was at one time. I remember. And she was signed to, I think, Pharrell. Then she got signed to Kanye. And things just unraveled the way it did in the music industry, which shit happens. But she did have good music. You know what I'm saying? And she's a good performer.
Name one of her songs.
She had a couple of them.
Yeah, she had a couple. I ain't never heard nothing she sang, man. I didn't even know she was a singer.
Well, that's not your demographic, which I can understand. That's for the ladies. You know what I'm saying? You
That's what
gonna
she's saying. She sing music for ladies.
yeah, she sung for the ladies. She made music for them type of women. You know what I'm saying? She's not a Summer Walker or Scissor or none of them type women, but
You mean she can't sing?
she all right. She cool. Teyana Taylor can
Can't sing.
sing.
That woman can't sing, man. And she played this dude. She flat out played this dude. And who knows how long she been laying around with other dudes.
They said she would men and women she laid up with. I was like, yikes.
It's too permissive, man. If you got
Oh, that Kalani. That video. Woo wait. You ain't see that video, Platt. They was
which
up there.
video?
Kalani and Teyana Taylor.
Oh,
That video, they might as well, that would have been soft porn right there. I mean corn. The way they was hugging and touching on each other, I'm like, yikes.
yeah, but see, he never got that type of treatment.
What make you think that? What? He was married.
She never did. So that don't mean she found him a desirable like she found the Kalani chick.
He was in our videos. Iman Shumpert was in a couple of our videos.
Was she touching him like that?
Yeah, touching and kissing up on him.
She wasn't, man. Come on.
Platt. Just watch.
What's up with you? Why are you defending?
Hey, hold on.
Platt. I know what you come up here. Here we go.
No, you got to do your research.
You got to save.
You just be punching on people.
You got to save Teyana Taylor. That's what you come up here to do. Damn.
No, I'm not here to save.
Somebody put the bat signal out. They put the sisterhood signal. And you came over
here. Here we go.
What's that, like the bat signal? Somebody shined it. Here comes Joy.
Nah, there ain't no bat signal, Platt. You gotta do your research. This girl was in love with that boy. They both had a family. Things ain't work out. It moved on. That's all. My thing is the way she's operating right now. Because I like Teyana. I did, but the way she's getting down and the Oscars and all that, she's doing too much. She's starting to remind me of Kiki a little bit. Just annoying. Like, I hate an annoying chick, Platt. Just too much. All giddy, play around-y. You know the chicks that always want to play around and get the play fighting and goofy. Like,
yeah, it ain't gonna work there.
I can't do it. I can't.
No, she grabbed that director. You saw that?
Yeah, like that stuff. Like
in the headlock, yeah.
Come on, baby.
In front of all them white folks.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
We this is not that type of environment right here. It's formal. Let's conduct ourselves like grown adults. I know you're excited. I understand. You get overwhelmed, you get excited. I understand, but everything don't have to be in that type of. Go ahead, play. My fault.
No. To some degree, he failed Teyana though, because you say we were together for 10 years.
Yeah.
He never was an effective leader for her. He just wasn't. That's why she's still wild like that. She should know all of that from him. He should have broke down etiquette. He should have broke down what the expectation for an NBA wife is. He's never done that. And probably when he's done it, she's been defiant. And that's what I mean. He ignored that.
Well,
you tell her, you say, listen, the team's gonna be here. This is what I want for you to do, right? I need you to do A, B, C, and D, all right? And don't do anything but A, B, C, and D. Okay? These a bunch of NBA dudes, a lot of them thirsty. Don't pay them no attention and only do A, B, C, and D. Well, he told her that probably the time they showed up, she jumping in their arms and acting like they old friends and stuff like that. So that's what I mean. That woman pretty much out of control.
Yeah, I mean that it comes with the territory, but most cases, because once you deal with them type of women that's in that industry, I'm telling you, you can't hold her. You can't. And it'll be hard.
No, you can. Teyana is going. The man she wants, she's gonna listen to. You're right. Dudes who buy their way in. Dudes who come at her on some on some money, or I'm a thirsty dude and I'll give you some money to be with me. That ain't gonna work with her.
But she get me the type that's like you can wife her up and she still be smashing other dudes on the side.
That's because she don't want that man though.
She still want him. She just want to do her. It's plenty of women out here that act like that. They just
No, she
want
don't
to
want
be.
her. She
They
don't
want
want
the
her man. That's
like.
a woman that don't want her husband.
Nah, they still want their husband, but they still want to be out here dibbling and dabbling. That's how these women is operating. Most of them, not all of them, because they just feel like they got so many opportunities, especially if she fine. Oh man, it's countless opportunities for her. She ain't gonna sit down. She gonna still be. I'm hearing Angela Bassett was out here hitting the streets and running. Like, damn, Angela Bassett.
That's not true. Somebody lied to you, brother.
I mean, that's the bird is the word, Platt, and I don't
No,
put
that's
nothing
not
past.
true. That woman,
I
that
don't put
woman's
nothing
still
past.
married.
No,
I
yeah,
just saw a
her and her
whole.
husband. They
They
hitting the
just did.
streets.
They did a whole family shoot. They're still together, brother.
Yeah, no, nobody said they ain't together, Platt. I'm saying that these people still venture outside of their relationship. They still deal and date other people. You know what I'm saying? They still exercising their option. And my thing is like, I used to give Lucario some pushback. But now that I'm starting to get a little older and I'm realizing that most of these people that's married and they've been married for years, their relationship kind of throbbing when they out here having these little flings here and there. I'm not with it. My lady ain't gonna be out here dibbling and dabbling with different dudes while we married. That's disrespectful. But them people that
Hanging
got that
out.
arrangement, they
Yeah.
they good. No, what you say, Pat?
You go to pick your woman up, and she at a table. It's a bunch of players, dudes. You know these dudes are players, right? She's sitting at a table with two dudes, and three women, and she all in their face, and they all in her face, and you like, okay, come on. And then she said, "Oh, I gotta go now." Come on, man. Why is she there? That's what I'm saying. And guys argue, and guys think, just you got to put your foot down and say, "Hey, listen, we married now. That means we can't, um, we don't go places that we're not together."
Yeah, supposed to set some boundaries, but the way things is today, Platt, I mean, who would know? Like they said Teyana and Iman had a little open thing. They had a little group session, threesomes and stuff like that.
Who?
Them two, Iman and Teyana, they said that they was dibbling in the threesomes and all that stuff. You get what I'm saying? Which they grown adults, they can do that. But
Oh no,
you
no, we're
know,
talking about. Well, that's there. You go. He opened up a door.
there you go. I was about to
Yeah,
say that,
he
Platt. You
opened up
open
a
up.
door, a
You,
deviant door, and she took it, man.
uh, it's mostly be on the guys because once you open up them doors for them guys, and
You
they be
don't.
like, oh,
If
all
you were,
right,
if you're a swinger type dude, you don't get married. There's nothing wrong with you and your live-in lover, and y'all bring other people. Y'all share women and stuff like that. She go gets women, and you and her, y'all take them down. But you don't marry a person like that.
why you feel like they can't though, Platt?
That's not a marriage. That's not what you expect out of a marriage. If you're going to be a swinger type, you probably want to go ahead and keep it single. And you probably want to be careful with kids because it's not conducive to raising kids if you're a swinger. If y'all running partners in and out, women always in and out of the house, and then you got kids, and that's going to break the bond you have with her anyhow. All of that smashing other people, you smashing a chick, and then she doing stuff with the chick. That's gonna break y'all love bond. That's gonna break it.
Mm, okay.
What's up with your brother?
What's going on, Platt?
What's up?
Yeah, I just wanted to jump in real quick, right? When they first got together, she was the bigger name, right? Which is why they didn't get married till 2016, which is when that year that they won the championship. So he didn't get married to her till after she won the championship. So then she tried to ride his star because it was getting bigger than hers, but she felt the way that he was
How
becoming bigger than her.
How was she bigger than him? Now
When they
wait a minute. We know she did the videos and stuff like that. Beyond that, wasn't he playing with LeBron when he first came in
no,
the league?
nah, he didn't play with LeBron until 2015. They were already together.
Yeah, he
She
was
got
with Denver, I think,
right.
before.
No, she did. No, he was with the Knicks. Mine was always
The
on the Knicks.
Knicks. The Knicks, yeah.
What
Him
happened
and
was
J.R. Smith.
what got him the attention was when Carmelo went to the Knicks. When Carmelo went to the Knicks and they started winning, that's when his name started getting a little bit bigger. But he wasn't the primary on that team. He was just a role player. It wasn't until they won the championship that's when like his name started being passed us. I mean, other than him being in the NBA and getting NBA money, he really didn't become a big name until they won that championship. But they won the championship 2015, 2016 season with LeBron, and they got married in 2016. So she didn't get married to him until after he was a champion.
But they was already dating prior to that, though.
Right, but that's exactly what I'm saying. They was already dating, but he was capitulating to her because,
Mm-hmm.
other aside from him being in the NBA, because everybody in the NBA doesn't have notoriety. That's the mistake that people make. Like if you're not a superstar, you don't have that same notoriety. You might have notoriety compared to the average person in the street, but as far as the league and celebrities concerned, you don't have notoriety unless you're a superstar or winning championships.
I got you. The Chris Brown thing, and we know this is what he alleges, right? And it would how should he handle that? His old lady slipped off with Chris Brown. Should he give her a pass or what?
I mean, if they was dating before them, I mean, what can you do, Platt? If
Now
she,
I don't. Oh my bad.
no, I'm just saying, like, if your chick was already at first, like I said, they in the industry. If they was already dating and they had a little thing going on before they got together, I mean, what can you do? You gonna hold that against her?
Yeah, my
Man,
No,
thing is
you
when you're
guys are
creep
married.
once you're creeping, it's a problem. Like, and that's the difference. That's the misconception versus when successful men have other women versus women. If that's part of your agreement and you're not sneaking around and doing it, then it's okay. The minute you got to sneak around and then now you want to file for divorce and then that's not part of the divorce and you want all his money, that's when it becomes a problem. That's the misconception with the cheating. It's not so much that it's like a big thing when women cheat. The thing is, women cheat and then they still get to leave with the man's money. That's what makes the American marriage contract unfair.
Mm-hmm. Um. Yeah. Well, if you can prove she was cheating, um, you got a little bit more leverage in a divorce.
yeah, yeah,
A little bit more. You know.
Right?
but you
But then
gotta prove it.
right, and it varies with jurisdiction. A lot of times, what happens is these men just settle because it's not even a divorce that's killing them. It's the lawyers, especially if you're paying for both lawyers. Those high profile lawyers, lawyers are raking you through the coals.
You're right. Lawyers will break you. You're right. People just give in. They say forget it. You know. But if your woman is cheating on you, she's lost attraction to you in the way that, especially as black people, especially how blacks expect relationships to unfold. Because a lot of blacks are not just based on finances like that. We know it's there, but not like that. You know, if you're the type of dude, all you care about, hey, I pay the bills and she show up when she show up. If she want to step out, she step out. I mean, that's your relationship. But most people don't want relationships like that.
Not at all.
And a lot of men, especially now, a lot of men, a woman that's never bought them a cheeseburger. Never. And they've never acknowledged that. They've never called her out on that out
No,
of fear.
but they never experienced a woman doing anything for them though. Platt, like I had to step back and give certain guys grace because when they be talking, like them guys that say that tricking is everything and you always pay for it, I gotta stand back like, damn, bro, you ain't never had a chick do nothing for you. Like, cause that's what I hear in my head. That's what I interpret. Like you never dealt with a woman that digged in her pocket and did anything for you. But that's why I step back and I'm like, you know what? I ain't gonna act like the big man on campus and chicks, you know what I'm saying? But They haven't. Platt, they ain't buy him a 4 for $4, a double cheeseburger, a big Buford. They ain't never experienced that from a woman. So what can you do?
Well, you got to stop that, man. You know, and that has a lot to do with a woman cheating on you. If she's never done nothing, she got no skin in the game. She's got no reason not to cheat. You know, you just basically, and which is fine. You know, which is fine. Maybe that's what I'm saying. If that's all you want, like this dude, Iman Shumpert, if he cool with spending his money, you know, we had a 10-year run, we had 2 kids, I'm cool, then that's good for him. But he's the one sitting in these interviews still whining about his wife. So clearly he's not cool with it. And he thinks Chris Brown smashed his old lady. I mean, why would he think that?
I mean,
he only found out after the divorce was finalized. That's why he's complaining.
That's what I think too. Yeah, he found out afterwards that Chris Brown was taking her down.
Because you're right, that would have helped him in the divorce. But being that he didn't find out till after, that's why he's salty about it.
But no, he's salty because he still want Teyana. He wanted his family. Like most guys that go through the whole divorce thing, they really do be wanting their wives, unless they really like, I'm done with this chick. Like I can't deal with her no more. But you can tell he still love that girl. Like he don't want to break up.
Now I agree with you, but you know she ran him, and you gotta pay attention to when you swimming with sharks. But I get you. I agree.
But once your chick is in the industry and she's out there mingling and all that, and then now you see how she is in the Oscars. And that video that she made, and I guess she was going at Iman and was saying stop putting out them stories. I seen that one video, and she was like, "I want to get my back broke." I was like, "Damn, I know he hurting, bro." You don't want to hear your wife talking about she want to get her back broke and leave me alone, and oh man, yeah, that would hurt your feelings, bro.
Yeah, but he married her though.
God damn, man.
He married
Right,
her.
and,
Yeah,
right, and that's my
did.
thing. He was told not to marry her, but he ain't listen.
Oh, he did. Oh, they told him
Yeah,
don't.
listen. It was like, yo, you want to run around while have your fun, then you do that. But do not marry that chick under any circumstances. Even after the first kid, he's like, all right, listen, you got a kid with her, but that don't mean you got to get married. But he wanted to do what he wanted to do.
Yeah, I mean,
well, and now he's paying for it. He ignored the red flags, and now he's got to pay. And a lot of simps think they could take the wildness out of a woman.
no, you can't.
Yeah, a lot of simps think that. And a lot of these dudes think that providing, if you provide her a stable environment, you're a good man. You can go with a God-fearing man, and you love her kids, and you treat her kids like that ain't gonna change that woman though. That will not change that woman. If anything, she's gonna go out and get pregnant by another dude while you at the house raising the kid, taking care of her kids. And now, will she tell you? I don't know. It depends. She might tell you. She might not tell you that, that she got pregnant by another man.
If she's married, she won't tell you because legally that's your kid anyway. The only thing that would have made his situation worse is if he would have been a stepdad. Like this whole Russell Wilson thing, I'm waiting to see what happens when he's no longer playing because that's gonna go bad fast.
Why? Come on, bro. Why everybody keep saying that with Russ, man? He ain't going nowhere, yo. He locked down.
All right, listen, we gonna see. No, he's locked down. He's not the problem.
They going on damn near a decade.
Remember happened with his first wife. Remember happened with Russell Wilson's first wife, right?
Okay.
But he's still playing. He's still playing. Listen, what we gonna see? You gonna see when he's not playing no more.
He had one situation, yes, with his ex-wife
and his teammate. That's more in the situation.
That man, yes, things happen, yes, and he thrived, and now he's married, and he'd have how many babies he done popped out, and how long? How many times?
I think they got 4.
Hey, Platt, and wasn't you the main one back? He used to say like, "Yo, you need to pop more babies in her." And look what he's doing. He got like 4 pups out of her, plus future baby. and they chilling.
Well,
Like,
people
Listen, all
don't
them
think.
kids don't mean nothing. Ask Kanye.
Yeah, people don't. Well, they had a surrogate, but people do not see Sierra as the type of stay-at-home mom type. Now the kids are older, just stay back and raise the kids and stuff. They just don't see that in her. They think that she still got, like Teyana, she wants to go out, and when the couples, and they always know, like you say, when he's no longer got to do training camp, he has to do promotion. He don't have to do I think he's gonna be with NBC. Isn't Russell going to NBC?
I think so. Yeah.
When he's home, that normally is too much strain because then the people realize they really don't even like each other. So they don't want to be with each other.
I don't think that's what Russ and Sierra. I think they gonna be chilling because he's not that type of guy. Like, and she at the time, like when they even did their whole little staying celibate and doing all that. That's how you know that's a different type of marriage and covenant that they going by, Platt. You feel what I'm saying? They ain't the just wham bam, thank you, man. We all got our nose wide open. We puppy love and nah, they doing it the right way. And yeah, you could say she did it the wrong way with Future, but some women, yeah, they deal with raggedy niggas and they like, I'm done with dealing with raggedy niggas. I want a good nigga.
Right. The only pushback I got for you is remember she still want to be on the scene. Because remember that Super Bowl party that they had to leave because Future was performing it. And everybody was singing his song and they had to get up out of it.
Yeah.
Because of Future?
Yeah, Future was on stage. They was in the crowd. As soon they was in the party, everything was fine. As soon as Future came on stage, they ran up out of it.
Yep.
But people forget about that. But my thing is the fact that you want to be in that environment proves that that's still in her. If that's the case, then listen, be home and do family stuff. Why you go on the Super Bowl party? They didn't know the Future was performing. They just didn't think the crowd was going to react like that.
He's a football player. She's an entertainer. They're going to be out and about. Come on, bro. We not going to sit up here and just...
You just said that the industry is not conducive to that type of stuff, talking about Iman and Teyana. So how does that not apply to Russell and Sierra?
They left. Like, people go through situations.
No,
like this is my thing.
No, Joey, they need to be a married couple, man. They don't need to be at these parties.
Platt, they could be at parties. Like,
no, they don't. They don't need to be at parties. They're these are older, both of them are older people with 5 kids. They need to go home to their family. They don't need to be at no Super Bowl party.
So married people got to live like prunes. They can't go out and about.
Well, if they want the relationship to last, they're gonna have to make some adjustments.
Oh goodness, no.
Also, the fact that your woman want to go out, that's speaking to you volumes. Why would she rather be anywhere but with you? I'm not saying 24/7. I'm just saying it's a Saturday night and she's talking about she's going out with her girlfriends. What do you mean? You're a married woman. Stay home with me and the kids.
Hold on, Platt. So you want to let your wife go out with her girlfriends?
No, if the fact that she wants to do it, telling me that shouldn't be my wife.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
and that being liberal like that, being that liberal, is why a lot of these women be getting. Why a lot of men beta males wind up raising a baby that's not theirs. They're women.
What the hell? What?
Right.
Hold on,
here's the real question: Are you married?
We all over the place, man.
You got to ask him if you got to ask him if he's married.
No, we don't need. Who
you?
Yeah.
No, I'm not married, brother.
No, not you. The other guy.
No.
Joey.
No, I'm not married. You married, bro?
Hell no.
All right. So what are we asking each other?
But I'm not.
Married,
but I'm not married. I know that my wife. If I do decide to do something that's stupid, I know that my wife shouldn't be out partying with a single homegirl.
No, but I'm saying if you can't let your woman
and you know the dudes
like go out one time, like
it's the club used to hang out at that club, right? Probably doing college or whatever, and you know the spot, and you get married and all of that, and y'all be together tight for about a year. Then after the kid, you notice her friends, and she's like, "I'm going back to that spot," from school. And you be like, why you want to go out? Oh, I'm bored. Yeah, that's a woman. And what do you think they do there? Those guys are looking for women.
Oh goodness, man.
Well,
This is
I
the
got
this
you,
is
bro.
the reason why I think
Well, you know what you're
like
telling you? It's called
black
life
men
and
is
it's
just
called
like
marriage. Nope. It's not boring. It's called marriage.
no. I say that's why black men like we don't have no type of like other skills besides just you better do what I say. You better not like come on, Platt. Come on, man. We can't do this. Your wife gotta have a life too. You gotta have. I ain't telling her to be going on
He sound like
bars
a
and hold
professional
on, hold
side
on, hold
dude.
on, hold on, hold on, bro. Hold on. I know you about to start punching on me. I got you. You about to start punching. Call me professional side dude. That was a good one. But at the end of the day, like, come on, bro. If you worried about your wife, if she go out with her friends, and not even saying she going out to like the clubs, or she just want a girl time, she gotta have a life outside of your relationship. I know I do. I go out with my homies. My girl ain't every 2 seconds calling my phone. Oh, you out there with bitches? You out there? Guess what? You with the wrong person. Even if you would got, if you even can't
No,
trust your
Joy.
woman to go out and enjoy herself without cheating on you,
Mm-hmm.
leave her at. Leave her alone. You already got a doubt in your
Well,
head that she's a dot.
I got you, Joey. But that's the
But so
whole
what's the
point.
problem though, Platt? So what's the
Well,
problem?
desirability.
Okay, everybody's going to desire somebody out here. That don't
No,
mean she's going to bite the
Joy.
bullet.
Joy. If she desires her man, she's going to be. Look, when a woman desires you, she don't want to go to the club. She want to be with you.
Oh, come on, Platt. Not 24/7. Like,
I
come
didn't
on.
say 24/7.
Okay, so she's going to go out, have a good
No,
time, come home, and
maybe
you're going to
maybe
bust her down.
once every 4 months. But then again,
Okay, that sounds all right.
why would she want to go to the club though? I'm saying she can go have lunch with her friends, but why would she want to go to a nightclub? A nightclub is a pickup place.
No, I'm saying like a little lounge, a little. Look, yeah, it not like the clubs. Nah, if your girl constantly, that's why I agree with y'all fellas. If she constantly keep going to the club every week and all that, yeah, she looking for some new dingaling. Like, why your girl keep going out like that? That I do agree with y'all. But if she want to go out like once in a blue moon, not even once in a blue moon, like you said, Platt, like once every 4 to 5, 6 months to go out, catch up with her girlfriends, have a good time. Come on, bro. Let her go out. God damn. Y'all gotta stop this. I don't like when guys be talking like that. Like, come on, bro. Let her go out.
Well, look at Iman Shumpert.
Well, Iman Shumpert is way different, Platt.
Well, no,
Those
he bent every rule trying to keep that woman. He still lost her, and he lost his money. I know
no,
about they've shared women together and stuff. And that stuff that's not gonna hold no relationship, man. If your woman convince you to let her bring her girls in the bed and stuff, or let her have a relationship with a woman, that's already over. It's already over.
oh, you saying with the threesomes and all that? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's open up Pandora's box. I'll be saying. I got a homie that was married and he was doing that with his wife, and yeah, he found out that she was dealing with the other chick on some like romantic type stuff, and yeah, it was getting ugly. They got it. He got it together with her, but
The man, let me tell you something. This Teyana, now she is up there. If you like them, 36 with 2 kids, right? We got that right. But the man, I'm gonna tell you something. The man for her is the man she wants to stay in, and she all that foolishness stops. But as long as she wants to keep walking around half naked, steep, going to the clubs, being grabbing people in headlocks and all that stuff, that ain't no woman you want to settle down with, man. And too many of these simps, man, they bend over backwards and do everything they can to try to please these women, and they fail. They fail. They can't please these women, man. So be careful what you wish for, man, especially if you're trying to spend money. You're trying to buy your way in. Be careful what you wish for. You're gonna be
I don't.
surprised. You might
I don't
find it.
think. I don't think Iman was tricking though. He was just.
You don't think he was what?
I don't think he was tricking on.
Yes, he was. He used his bag,
What
man.
Platt? What? Hold on. What Platt? What?
Getting married is the ultimate trick. Let's not even, we all know that.
God, here we go.
I mean, it is. Listen, I'm speaking purely contractual.
Goodness.
Let's remove all of the emotional stuff. I'm talking purely contractual. If you
It's
understand how
not
that contract
tricking
works,
if you get
yes, it
married,
is.
bro.
You know what? You're right. It's worse than tricking because at least when you tricking, it's an exchange. When
You're
you get
providing
married,
for your
when you get
family.
nah, we're not talking about the family. We're talking strictly about the concept of
See, we got to
how
separate tricking and provide. See, that's another thing why I'm starting to acknowledge with black men. We don't know the
nah.
difference between tricking and providing for your family.
No, they just
Because
that's
now
just they
niggas call providing for your family is tricking. Like, no,
yeah
that's
yeah. But
if you
because
choose to marry that woman, you got to provide.
because whose word is to provide and why is provide strictly limited to finances? If your provision is only finances, then you're a trick because you're supposed to provide
That's
leadership.
but
But women
that's
are
part
allergic
of
to
it
that.
though. That's part
Yeah,
of it though.
but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking
You
about money.
you can't be a bum ass nigga talking about you a provider. Like,
Oh,
no.
Joy, we got to watch the
I'm sorry,
language.
Platt. I'm sorry. You can't be a bum and saying that you're a provider, good brother.
But
We all know that.
but but again, what's your definition? Define bum. What makes you so working a regular job
No
makes you a bum?
resources. No. See, no. You can work a regular job. No. See, you see how we play semantics when we
Well,
say certain things?
Could Amon get Teyana Taylor if he was just say he worked security at the forum?
And she was a regular chick? Yeah, I think he
No,
would.
she the Tiana Taylor chick that
Of
she is
course
now.
not, Platt. Of course not. Because
Well,
they
Then
that's
not
it's
in
what
the
I'm
tricking.
same.
saying. That
They
sort of makes them a trick.
no, that's
Then it's trick.
they not in the same atmosphere.
So was he leading? Was he leading his
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
household?
whoa,
Was
whoa,
he in
whoa.
charge?
Hold on, let me get this correct, fellas. You say if Iman Shumpert, let's say he was a Walmart working dude, right? And she was Teyana Taylor,
Okay.
still a superstar. He wouldn't be tricking.
Well,
She would.
she was never a superstar.
Right.
She was.
No, I know she was. Let's not do that.
Glorified
Let's not do that. We know
Instagram
she was
model.
never right.
What? Teyana Taylor?
Glorified Instagram. Not
No,
talking about now. I'm talking
Come
about
on,
back then.
Platt. She been
no,
on.
no.
She been
She
around
got
before
popping.
Instagram.
Her parents got money. That's why she was able to get a little bit of
Yes.
headway.
Then
But
the Sweet
that's her
16.
parents.
Then,
That's her parents' money. That's not her money.
but
But
she
what I'm
was.
saying is, it's
Oh
tricking
goodness.
because he wasn't the head of that household. She was, even though it was his money. So that's why it's tricking. It'd be different if he was leading the family, but we all know that she was the boss in that house. And the minute he tried to put his foot down, that's when she pulled the trigger on divorcing him.
Yep.
So that's why it's a trick situation.
Well, no matter what he says, and then look at the difference. She goes and does her interviews. She sits back, talk about her money that she got off of him, the houses and all the money she got, right? And she takes care of the kids. She get a nanny. He's paying for it. You got a nanny, and he's still belly aching about the divorce. Now he's running around talking about Chris Brown. If I'm Chris Brown, I'm like, bro, don't do that. Don't be walking around talking about you think I smash your woman, man. Hey, man. Don't put me in the middle of that. Be for real. If I'm Chris Brown, it's like, don't put that on him, man. He don't need to. I mean, even if it's true, if you don't, you got to prove that. You just can't say that about that.
Even
Right.
so,
And look at this. Look at the situation, right, with the ASAP and Rihanna thing. Remember that photo cover they did? They roasted ASAP because he's holding a baby and she's leading him. Amon and Teyana Taylor got a similar photo cover.
Oh, well,
I
he's
think it's
like
this.
woman.
Yeah, he's like the woman. They got him laying down and like and she's like standing over him like some but and that's what makes it a trick situation. But see, that's the problem. It's those subtle things that a lot of black men don't notice because most of us are raised by our mothers. So we're separated from that masculine interpretation of things when something is up.
no, that
We are, and we don't understand a woman. The sacrifices are good when a woman can sacrifice, or a woman will sacrifice. That's how you know that woman, she's different. You can treat her a little bit different. But these simps, they just want to pay all their bills. They want to create this paradise, and then common sense. The woman said, well, hell, this guy said he'll take care of my kids. He'll take care of me. He gonna fix my credit. I can use one of his cars. I can live in there. And she said, well, what I'm looking at, the guys I'm with now, all of them about the same. I really don't like one of the, I'll take his offer. And then once that woman gets situated, she gets together, get her credit together. About a year into it, she runs into a man that she desires. And the flames, it's just like a flame. Somebody's cut that flame on in her now. Now she hasn't been feeling this way for a long time. That's what the Jada Pickett told Will. I haven't felt that way in a long time. That desire, once that woman has the juices flowing and she wants to be with that man, that's a big deal. And money can't buy that. And that's where guys make a big mistake, because they think they can buy that, or they think that because they've been good that she's going to stay loyal to them, and that ain't going to happen, man.
I don't think Iman was tricking on her.
He tricking on her now.
Everything is tricking.
$25 million?
Listen, you gotta break that. You gotta look.
And that's 20, and that's 25 mil to get nothing. You paying for past usage, which again brings me to my original point about marriage being the ultimate trick. Because when you're divorced, like, she's still financially attached to you. Like, everybody's not Michael Jordan or Jeff Bezos, where they give the wife a payment and then they go on the back end and make triple that. We talking about anybody who's average to above average, like guys like Iman. He's never gonna get that back.
Yeah, that money's gone. That's money's gone. And now she's out there just like she's single. And that's what I mean. That's my whole point. All of these women, if they want to be single, man, let them stay single. Stop trying to beg them to get into a relationship because you think she the one and all of that. Because in the end, it's not going to work. The world don't work that way, man.
Right. And you know what the most messed up part about his divorce is? She still got them 2 young kids. So even if he found a way to flip his situation and start doing better, she gonna come back and hit him over the head for more child support to get an increase.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he got to deal with that. He said, and we just totally overlook old-fashioned, if you call it that, women. Like, what about the women who stayed? They were happy being housewives and they stayed in the house. And once they got married, you never saw them. You might have seen them at the church. You might have seen them at school, registering a kid, but you never saw them. You certainly I'm saying the places you go, that club, that nightclub, hey, this a little social gathering, you never saw that woman there.
Right, but the laws were different back then when those women were around.
Not even that. Even if guys get around them type of women, they don't want them. They don't.
What?
Guys don't want the church chick or the library chick to just chill in the house and read books and relax. These dudes want the freaks, man. Like we gotta stop this cat real quick, Platt. These dudes want excitement too. Right along with these women. They want this function. They want all the craziness from women. And then when they get around the most quiet, relaxed, a chick that probably got a nice career, she just want to go home. She drink her espresso, walk her dog. She ain't with no drama. Don't be watching none of that baddies bullshit. A regular cool woman. These guys don't want them. They don't.
They don't want them baddies.
Oh, yes, they do.
Well, okay.
Yes, they do. Ass shaking, baby hair, fingernails.
No, I'm talking about them baddies. I'm talking about, like, you talking about that Zeus channel, right?
Yeah, that's what they want.
They want them.
They want them.
Yeah, I don't know why you would want all that fighting. Yeah,
they want the Sukihanas. All these dudes, because Platt, why these dudes be trying to convince the worst type of women to be the right type of women? Like, no, won't you gravitate to the women that's already acting? And I say the same thing to women. Why y'all be too worried about the ain't shit dudes and get around the guys they good guys. They work, They come home, they take care of their family, and they chill. Get around them dudes.
Women don't want those men. Like,
but there you go, Platt.
No. Just like you said, well, it's desirability, though. What it depends on, you don't have to be. You can be a successful, solid, square guy, and women desire you romantically. You can do that. Does that work everywhere? Maybe it don't work for you, but you can do that. And that's what I'm saying. The thing with Teyana is these men, she just doesn't desire these men. That's why you got such bad behavior. It's not about doing anything, putting your hands or yelling. It's about she's going to do what she wants to do. If she don't want to come and be with you on a Tuesday at 9:00 and in her plans, then that ain't a good woman for you.
Right. And let's be honest. If there wasn't a way or a legal system for her to extract the money out of him the way that she did, she wouldn't have flipped on him like that. And that's part of the equation. We always want to overlook that. Like, women are not stupid. Their behavior is also influenced by what they could get away with.
Mm-hmm.
And the other problem is too, like, we're not even talking about Teyana. We're talking about like regular women. There's a lot of overlap. You got chicks that got regular jobs, but they still freaks, like, just depending on the environment that they're in. And a lot of times, especially for square dudes, they don't find out that what that chick is until after they done married her. And now she got the opportunity to come out the bag.
A lot of guys don't want to deal with, they have a picture of that woman as a princess. And they don't want to deal with that woman, with her man is doing all types of things. But they don't want to deal with that. They want to put that out their head. And that's where all of that extra nice stuff goes. I'm a nice guy and all that. And that ain't going to work, man. We might have to do a stream. Why are women why is nice not attractive?
I don't think nice, it ain't even just with nice either, Platt. Is that you got to have some type of mystique about you as a man. Some of these dudes be up there caking too early with the women. What's your 5-year plan, baby? Like, come on, dude. You don't want to tear all that. Leave some type of mystique about yourself. Like,
yeah, but that's men raised by women because they're using their language. That's women talk. 5-year plan. My plan is to always make the best out of whatever situation I'm in. Like, no one has a 5-year plan because things change. Emergencies come up. You can't guarantee what you're going to be doing 5 years from now. That's women talk because they're looking for something guaranteed because they want to know what they can use the system to extract from you. So you always got to be cautious whenever you hear men talking like women and using their verbiage.
She says, the real Baggett says, nice is attractive with the side guy.
That's evil. But what do they mean? They mean nice as in weak or nice in catering? Because there's different types of nice depending on the woman that you're talking to.
Nice and submissive. You know what I mean? Pleasing. How about that? Nice. And I'll take the hit to please you and make you happy. Almost, like the guy who takes his jacket off in the cold, lays it over the mud puddle so she doesn't get wet. And then his jacket is filthy and ruined and he gets cold. That type. But he's trying to please.
Okay, so you mean like life raft nice, like stepdad nice. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Our Platt, like the guy that was up here that time was talking about he shoveled the chick driveway and all that. She ain't even
the key is this: your neighbor's driveway. You can do it if you have the things about intentions, right? Okay, she's fine. You really want to get to know her. You got to let her know that's why you're doing it. And then ask her if she still wants you to do it. If you can't do it because you're a nice guy, it's the right thing to do. I'll go to church and it's the right thing to do, but you low key want to smash. That's deceptive. That's deception. And you better off just do it and don't want anything. Just do it. Because you say you being a nice guy, just be a nice guy. Just if that's what you want to do, go shovel out her driveway.
Right. Smashing your neighbor, that's a no-go. Like, I'm sorry. I think that's out of bounds because you got to live there, and you smash her, it don't go right. That's always got a stalker looking out their window at you.
Yeah. Yeah, and she gonna be inviting other dudes over. And when you go walk out, she gonna be saying stuff. You're gonna see the dude sort of bucking up. Yeah, that's him right there. That's him. Nah, man, desirability, man. The woman who wants to do for you, that's the woman you want to be with.
Until it goes away most times.
Well, okay, till it goes away. But the Teyana Taylor, you got to strike desirability in her. That's why she's all out of control. Because whatever it used to be, it's no longer like that. So that's what I mean. Anybody, all that the tricking, that ain't gonna get her. That ain't gonna get her. Well, you think, okay, what about the white dude she put in a headlock? I can see if she desires him. That's what she's about. I saw Leonardo. I don't know if there's an old movie. I don't really keep up with her. That man pulled, he damn near tried to take like an ice cream cone. That man he cuffed her behind.
He did? Leonardo?
Yeah. And she turned around, he did it again, and she started smiling.
Dang. Yeah, I know about that cuff. You cuff that cheek and grab a piece of that, you know what? Ooh-wee.
Well, she's 36 now. She's too old for him, so that don't matter.
Oh, for Leonardo?
Yeah.
Yeah, Leo like them.
Well, it was in a flick. It was in a movie, my fault. A part. And I got the movie, but I'm afraid to show it though. Because well, I probably could show it. But yeah, now I'm just looking at that because I think she was married at the time, right? And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. You were married?
But that was just acting, so it's okay.
No, brother, no. Come on, brother.
No, listen. You know, I don't believe that, but that's what they'll say.
No, that's a married woman. You think I'm saying a woman? If you married, I know you. Okay, you want to be in a part. You want to be in a movie, and there's a romance scene. But yeah, it's some things you can do, some things you cannot do,
right?
Because you're a married woman.
That's what happened to Megan Good with that whole scene she did, acting like she was tossing the man solid. Like her husband is a pastor. You can't have his wife acting doing that type of stuff. That's kind of out of bounds. Like
right, but that's what a lot of these simp husbands will say. They'll say, "Oh, well, she's an actor. She's in an industry. It doesn't really mean anything," until it does.
Lies.
The Megan Good thing, you brought that up. The pastor dude, she lost attraction. That man said almost for 4 years they never had no relations. He would pray and hope she would change, but she said she didn't want to sleep with him, right? But they tried to pray it out.
No, he didn't want to sleep with her.
No.
Nah.
She didn't want to sleep with him. She wouldn't have had her eggs frozen, bro. Now she's with this Majors dude. Every time you see her, she can't keep her hands off him because she desires him. I'm saying that's a man who sparked that she's attracted to, and that's what she needed because he kept saying it was something going on. They went to counseling and everything. He said, no, the thing that was going on is she just wasn't attracted to you. She knows she's supposed to, you the pastor and all of that, other women like you, but she wasn't, just from a genuine sense. She just wasn't attracted to you in the sense that she don't want to be, she can't do it. She can't sleep with a man she's not attracted to. And she tried and it didn't work out. And then she get with this other dude, Jonathan Majors. She can't keep her hands off of him.
But remember, they're also in the same industry, so it's different. Like she don't gotta conform to his world because they're in the same world. But when let's see if he gets too hot for her to stay attached, or if he falls off, that's going to change. But we'll have to wait and see how that plays out.
Well, he's already fell off.
Yeah, but he's fell off as compared to where he was. He didn't fall off compared to where she is now because she's still like a D-list actor. People know her, but she's a D-lister.
Man, Jonathan fell all the way off, bro.
Completely living off her looks. Yeah, Megan Good, 100%.
And that's okay. That's okay. But hey, Platt, you heard about Aisha? She said she
Yeah,
apologized to Steph.
I saw that.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
apologized.
she just said that because of the backlash.
Right, and you got, and that's but that says a lot about Steph, that he's such a good guy that you even got people that are around him that are willing to be a dirtbag and pick her up. People like treat her like she's off limits, so she was forced to apologize. But that speaks a lot about the type of person that Steph is.
Hold on.
Yeah, man. I mean, hopefully it work out, man. Some dudes, a Steph Curry type dude, some dudes they want the dream.
See, but this is what I get too, Platt. When I hear guys be talking about Steph and Russell and all the dudes that's quote unquote the good guy, look how we talk about him. He's a simp. He's a simp. Yeah, like we be ready to punch on him.
The only reason we're saying that is the way his woman is treating him, man.
Nah. Y'all call any man that treats his woman.
His woman is telling the world that she didn't have a stage where she could go out there and sleep with a bunch of men because she was always with him, and she sort of misses that she at some point she wanted to go through that little stage where she could smash, and she didn't.
I understand that, Platt.
It's not Steph and Russ are two different people. But Steph is called the simp because of how his wife acts. Russ is called the simp because of how he acts. Those are two completely different ends of the spectrum.
Either way, y'all gonna call them simps. Any way that a man is loving his woman the way that he love her, or whatever situation they got in their personal situation, men is quick to call them simps. Period. It don't matter if they. You can see a man loving his wife, and dudes today would just call him a simp, and he's taking care of his family. Like,
but you gotta understand the internet is different.
Here we go.
Like,
I'm about to get pushback.
You have to, because these are teaching moments. Like when we say things like that, we're talking to the regular average dude so they don't make a mistake. That's called a teachable moment. Like, nobody's begrudging Steph for wanting to be with his wife. They've been together since they were basically children.
Have you ever been married, good brother?
No, because I know better.
So we haven't either. So how can we teach
Joy,
them how to?
Joy, all right. What are you doing, man?
I got you.
How can we be married to know how something works?
You don't have to agree with him. Just
we're talking, Platt, but I'm just saying, like, if we ain't in that realm, or we ain't going to get married,
Joey,
how can we speak upon married men?
Steph, I don't know why you take what they call these guys simps, right? But Steph, he tolerates too much. That's all people are saying. Plus, she got to fall on. She got to take the lick. She got to take the hit. That's his wife. So what? She looks bad at an interview. She looks bad, but she did it for her man. You got to understand, Joey. A lot of men, they know what a committed woman will do. And when we do with all this social media stuff, we also know when a woman ain't committed to that man. We know how far they'll go. And we know how women feel about their men.
I understand.
Wait a minute. When that's her man, let me tell you something. When that's your woman, when I'm saying she's not, you say she is your woman, man, that woman will die for you. She there'll be no criticism about you. There'll be no criticism. She certainly ain't gonna be looking at other men with you sitting there. And I think we've moved away from that. And they don't want to go nowhere. Sierra, they don't want to go on tour for 4 months and lead a man. They don't want to. What's the chick, the Summer Walker chick? A married dude. That woman was breaking her neck. That's what I'm saying. She was breaking her neck to be with a man. That man married. She was breaking her neck. She's Summer Walker. All of that, club full of people and all that. She didn't want them people. She wanted him.
Right. And let's be real, like, because I'm sensing the Russell Wilson defense force. Russell Wilson is a sucker because if you want to be a stepdad, to be a stepdad. But if you got another man's son running around with your jersey and calling him, saying that, oh, he's my son, and because you wouldn't be okay with her doing that to you with another man. That's what makes Russell a sucker. Because I promise you, if they separate and she starts doing that with one of his sons with another man, he gonna have a problem with that, especially after what happened with his first wife in Golden Tate. So that's what makes Russell Wilson a sucker. If he wasn't doing the antics with another man's son, then we wouldn't have the same opinion of him. It would change it. It's a direct reflection of his behavior. That's why Russell gets the criticism that he gets.
And this is the problem when it comes to black men. Period. We take one situation with one man and make it a whole, like, all black men that sit up there be stepdaddies and this and that and all the third. Oh, they the worst person in the world. Like, I don't like this rhetoric. I don't.
I don't
People
think
get
they're bad people,
but they not. But these guys say that they see Russell Wilson stepped up and wifed this woman, made her an honest woman.
Well, a lot of people didn't think
and took care of future child, whatever, living in his household, helping that young man grow into a positive human being. And here he is punching on him. This is what I'm saying. What that man just said is the perfect example on why people don't. I ain't gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there.
But you're completely avoiding the point that I made.
No. You completely avoided what I just said.
No, I'm not. I heard what you said, but I'm talking about the antics. The running around with another. You got somebody else's son with your name on his back, like he's your son, and talking about I'm his real father and all this other stuff. Like you're avoiding that type of behavior because he wouldn't be okay. He wouldn't be okay with her doing that to one of his sons.
Can I ask you something? Did he not know that this woman had a child when they got together?
Yeah, of course he did.
Okay, so he knew what type of predicament he was dealing with when he was dealing with this woman that had a child. So therefore,
yeah, but that's not addressing what I said though. But
no,
that's
it
not what I'm
is
talking
addressing
about.
what he said.
No, it's not.
He take full accountability when he's dealing with. See, that's another thing with black men.
If
you dealing with a woman with children and you already know that she got whatever her situation going on, you signed up for that. You can't sit around and talk about, oh, well, I ain't want to be a stepdaddy. I don't want to deal with it. No, nigga, they're dealing with her. And
that's not what I said.
No, but good brother, I'm telling you, that's what he signed up for. He knew that that's what he was going to have to step up or possibly be in that young man's life because he wanted to marry her. That's it. Point blank. Period.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with the point I was making. What I'm saying is the point that I'm making, because you're getting emotional. I don't know why that's triggering you.
We talking, bro. We passionate. We go ahead.
What I'm saying is it's the antics. He's running around. That'd be like, let's say it was your son. Yes. Your woman gets with another man, and instead of putting his own last name because he has your last name, she got this other man's name on your son's back, like that's his son. And then the stepdad is running around saying that your son is his son when he knows that he's not. That's what I'm saying. That's a flag on the play. Like that's foul play. That's crossing a boundary because you wouldn't be okay with her doing that with your son.
Well, good brother, that's where Future got to step in and play his part there. He got
Future got like 8 other kids. Like
exactly.
But Future has nothing to do with it. I'm speaking to his. Bro. I'm speaking to the behavior of Russell. That's sucker behavior. You don't have to engage with that type of behavior just because you're with a woman that has another child.
So you don't have to engage with this boy that's living underneath his roof.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you could have had him. You could have had.
Lives underneath.
That's not what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. What I'm saying is,
you don't seem to understand when people get married.
I do understand what you're saying. What I'm saying is he could have had him with a jersey with his own last name on it. It didn't have to be Wilson. Wilson is not his last name.
It's not.
No.
What's his
Future's son's last name is not Wilson. They just changed it recently, which is some even more whole shit. You're gonna legally change your stepson's name to your name,
like Zaire or something, isn't it?
Right, but they changed his last. They went and legally changed his last name to Wilson.
But that's more. But you know what? The thing about it, that's not even Russell. That's Sierra.
Right, but he's going along with it, and that's what makes it whole behavior.
But what is it?
Hold on.
Because I'm not a. If I was dumb enough to do that
next, but go ahead.
Yeah, you can't. I'm not signing off on a woman changing another man's son's last name to mine because I know that she would. Because if you sign off on that, you know that she would do it to you if y'all ever broke up.
That's exactly what that means. You're right. You're right. And would you have a conversation with the kid and say, "Listen, I love you. I'm your new stepdad, but your dad, he loves you too. And I'm not trying to replace him, but I'm here if you need me." And let him know he can keep his dad's last name. And hey, man, that's your son. I'm gonna do what I can. I'll do what I can, but because I love my wife. But I'm not trying to turn your son into my son. You can have your son. That's what I mean. And we know guys don't do that. Most guys are not going to do that. They're going to want to change the name, and they're going to want to try to erase the guy.
But Platt, if his pop ain't doing the best job in stepping up and being there for his son, and he's living underneath that roof, and he's a positive influence on that boy's life, how can you sit up there and just debunk everything and just say, "Oh no, well my last name"? Well, nigga, you not living up to your last name if you're not taking care of your baby. Period.
Who told you he wouldn't take care of his kid?
Okay, but if he's not stepping up, all right. Even if he is, okay, well then Future will have to step in and play his part then and say, "Yo, I don't agree to that." But obviously, Future don't give a damn. Like, I'm sorry, he out here just popping babies out. Games, he popping babies left and right too. Like,
yeah, but Russell's engaged. He's engaging in female behavior because you want him to care and have an emotional reaction.
Is female like, come on, bro.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah. I mean, Sierra runs
that's not female.
People. He's outlasted that relationship, but people believe that Russell and her, they just don't see a future, quote unquote. They don't see a future there because of her.
Pun intended.
Because of her, all of that dominance. Look, if you look, and we know it. Look, in there, guys. If that's what you want to do, man, there are guys out there who are dominated by their women, and nobody's trying to tell you to change. You know, she tells you what to do. Hey, today we got to do A, we got to do B, we got to do C. Okay, okay, now we home. All right, now I need you to do A, B, C. Okay, I need you to do this. All right, the next day. There are men out there dominated by their women, and those men are happy with that. Good for you, but I'm gonna tell you this: you ain't gonna live long. Your body gonna turn on you, brother.
So Platt, if I'm saying that, if we got a grown man that's dealing with somebody, right, Platt, and they respecting, even if I say the mother of my child, right, she married her husband, I respect him. My son, he stays with me, but when he over there, he still, treat my son no different than his own son. Why not go against that and be like, "Oh well, no, that's my boy, that's my son. He can't. Don't take him out to the park. You can't do nothing with him." Like, no, we gotta stop that as black men. Like, if we got positive influence around our kids, no matter who the baby mom is dealing with, as long as he positive. I ain't talking about a nigga off the street. What is wrong with a guy like Russell Wilson?
At the end of the day, she wants to get rid of Future.
But no, Play. You're walking over what I just said. I said, what's wrong with a positive influence like a guy like Russell Wilson?
Joy, she don't want Future attached to that boy.
You didn't hear what I just said. What?
Yes, I did. Russell,
I'm gonna answer this question.
The amount of money that Russell makes now, they've surpassed Future. Okay, so she really, if you want to be honest, she don't need Future for nothing. And then she is that, she is an Atlanta chick. That's her. That's not Russell. That's a hood chick from Atlanta. She's gonna play dirty. So yeah, she will take his name and totally, turn the kid against Future. She don't give a damn about Future. Now I don't think that's coming from Russell, but I think that's coming from her, and that's why people think eventually she's gonna end this because she's gonna be like, okay, I got my money, I got my kids, I got a fourth of a tank of gas left in the social scene. I want to be free so I can see if I can go, get me a Michael B. Jordan type dude. And that's what guys think, Russell, he's just going to take that hard. But me, a regular dude, we know that's how it go. We don't have no problem with it.
Oh, say that again, Platt. My fault. Because
we understand that's how it goes, man. They come to an ending, man. But at the end of the day, Teyana Taylor, first of all, for me, she's too old. For me, she's too old, going to 40. A 40-year-old wannabe insta. I think she's gonna get her a white dude. That's probably what she would be. See, this is what I've always said. A lot of these women and men, right? Get you a white partner if that calms you down, if that changes your life, that's where you need to be. If that gets her out of the clubs, if that makes her want to be a better person, that's what she needs to be. She want to do threesomes and stuff with the black dude. No, she need to get away from that. She needs to say no. She needs to turn the page on that, man.
Teyana she look good to be her age.
Nah, she don't. Nah, she
don't.
Come
on, Frank.
She ain't got enough.
Come on.
No, I give her that she got a small waist. But be honest with you, and I ain't trying to, I'm a different type of dude. She ain't got enough boot tail for me, man.
Here you go with that booty.
She just don't have enough boot tail for me, man. I expect a little bit. No, because she's so fit.
Kind of choosy.
Yeah, she's so fit that
she
too small.
She's slim thick. Look at the picture. She got a bubble back there. It just ain't all
super
wide and big.
Nah. It don't matter. She got a bad attitude too. I ain't with all that crazy stuff, man.
Yeah, attitude need to adjust, but she got her moments where she be chilling. But sometimes you want to pick something up, Platt, and take it to the bedroom. You can't be picking up.
Well, go ahead, man. Have your fun with her, bro.
The Mongol big booties. You can't pick them.
Have your fun with her, bro. I mean, like
you gonna pull your back trying to lift that thing up them steps.
Joy, everybody don't find her attractive like that. I mean, she's attractive, yeah, but like attractive be with type. No, they don't find because the way she acts.
Yeah, I understand.
She's not for everybody. And Ahmad should have known, but I know you said they got a nice little 10-year run, but if the 10-year run is going to result in you taking all my money, that's a bad run. And then you sitting around, that's another thing. As a man, you got to let that go, man. She lied on you. She lied to you. She used you. Shut the door, man. That's a man. Just blame yourself and do better. Go ahead, Exclusive.
Yeah, man, a few different good points tonight, man. I don't know where to really start, but I do want to respond to Joey though when it comes to this Russell Wilson thing.
You sound way far away.
Is that better?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. I want to.
No, you sound like you talking the mic. You're not in front of the mic.
The car. All right, how about now?
We hear you now, brother.
All right, there. Okay. Yeah, a few different points, but let me respond to Joy and maybe indulge on this future Sierra and Russell Wilson thing. I want to say this, man. I guess I would congratulate any man that takes the stepdad role. Like I believe he deserves a trophy. Like I believe he deserves to be treated, you know what I'm saying, VIP experience. If you take in someone else's kids, another woman's kids on and taking them on for yourself as your own, that should be celebrated. You know what I'm saying? And I get it, brothers, we tease, you know what I'm saying? We say stuff. But I think the biggest issue is, does the woman see it that way? Does the woman see it that way? So me as a man, I'm saying that. I think most men would stand on that. Like, a stepdad should be treated amazingly. You know what I'm saying? For you to not start your own family, for you to take another man's kids under your roof, feed them, clothe them, shelter them, you deserve 5-star treatment, Doc. But does the woman see it that way? And so far, bro, like even now, I was gonna say it's 50-50, but I'm struggling. I'm struggling to see the stepdad get the treatment that he deserves. And I would ask Joey, why is that? I mean, you promoting it, you like, well, it needs to improve, and I agree. But it needs to improve between that man and that woman. Why is that woman not treating that new man the way he should be treated? Why is there pushback? Why is there, strife about, certain things? Like, that man should have his way. If he say, I don't want you to have conversation with the baby daddy. If you got any issue, he should come to me. Like as a man,
that's a mistake.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's a mistake.
I don't
wouldn't do
see.
that.
Look, some men territorial like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
don't
you're
want
right.
y'all to be having conversation about the kids that I don't know about. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like that
That ain't
shouldn't be
gonna
something that's
happen, man. I
argued
mean,
about.
that's just what you saying. That sounds good, but you're gonna have enough to deal with that guy. You know, maybe he's a good guy. Maybe he worked for the post office. Maybe he's a police officer. They just got a divorce. He does his part. He sees you. You don't say nothing. You know, and the kid knows maybe it goes like that. You know, but when you start doing that, it's just gonna create more problems. And I know plenty of stepdads who were stepdads. They stayed out of that. The kids loved them, but they never got in the way the relationship between the kids and their father. Or if their father showed up, he showed up. But the stepdad was always there. There's a lot of people they're not going to tell you they've been raised by a stepdad. And we had a name we used to call them, but we still call them Otises. Otis raised half the black community. Otis.
Yep. My dad was an Otis. Platt. He was a stepdaddy dude. My stepbrothers and sisters, I hate to say it, like when times where they real dads ain't come through, he came through. When we went to Six Flags or we go to theme parks, everybody riding. Everybody. We all
you're
get
right.
to explore. And my dad took care of all of us. And they love my dad till this day. We still reminisce on we used to go camping, everything. My stepbrothers, and they love him. You know what I'm saying? So that's why when I hear these guys punch on stepdaddies at the time, it takes me back when I think about my pop and see how my stepbrothers and stepsisters, they love him to this day. You know what I'm saying? But it's that the mothers respect my father until this day too. Even though they ain't work out, they still respect him. But understand most black men today, I understand most of these women don't respect them. Kids don't respect you. The women don't respect you. And I understand. I do. I've seen it. Well, guess what?
Okay. That's all I want to come over here and say.
Bounce.
You know what I'm saying?
But I don't think that's the situation. I think with Sierra and Russ and all that Future, that's they personal, them people millionaires. They got their own little situation. But the average man out here that step up, and I got homies who doing the Brady Bunch thing, they chilling. The baby dad, ain't no baby mom, baby dad drama. Everybody taking care of the babies, having a good time, taking vacations. That's chilling. If you don't want to be a stepdad, you don't have to be one. Go ahead, Platt. My fault.
No, I got a question. The Chris Brown question. Because we know women are paying Chris Brown $1,200 to take a picture, right? We know that. We know they're paying for those photos. And they're still doing it. You can go, I think they got a place where you can catch up with all of them. But every now and then, one of them will be so wild that it'll get on the blogs, right? But they're doing them. All his shows, whenever he does the shows, they could take those pictures. As a man, right? And I'm being for real. The Chris Brown we know right now, the Chris Brown we see on TV, the Rihanna, that guy. If your woman cheated with Chris Brown, would you take it personal, or would you try to look the other way?
I don't care who my girl cheat on me with. I'm out. I don't give a damn.
It's a wrap, you know. And I'm even say, fellas, if your female paying, like Platt said, paying $1,000 for a picture, red flag. Because I'm seeing online a lot of these boyfriends is showing up to the pictures and saying, "Oh, I'm securing myself. It's not that big a deal." Okay, nigga.
No, he will take. He really don't take pictures like that, though. If you go and look at him, a woman can bring her man, but he don't really take pictures, like with men and women, like you know what I'm saying, like couples, and he
right. No, I'm saying they be in the room.
I mean, he could Platt, but they ain't trying to take no couples pictures.
Red flag.
He don't really take pictures like that. I'm saying he'll take a picture with the dude, it'll be like he's standing there or whatever.
Yeah,
the
they
dude standing
posing.
there. Yeah, and then he could do the girl. This up. I got you. The guy. I'm sure he ain't no fool. So, it depends on the relationship. The woman gonna do what she want to do if she don't care about the man. But the man might tell her don't do this. He ain't gonna try to make her do it. So he'll take. But he gonna get what $1,400. I mean, the $2,400 from 2 pictures. But if you go and look at his stuff, he really don't do a couple and they like Chris Brown and they supporting the show and then he there in the picture. He don't take those.
What I'm saying is he takes the picture with the woman, but the woman got a man. I'm saying if you the man and your girl went to the concert for the picture with Chris Brown one-on-one, red flag. Some dudes want to act like it's not a red flag. It's a red flag, bro.
I don't want my girl paying $1,200. If she just seen Chris Breezy out in traffic, took a picture, a little quick flick,
cool,
that's different. But
cool,
you stood in a line to pay $1,200 for a Chris Brown picture. I don't know how I feel about that.
And you got a man.
You a groupie, shorty.
Like, and you got a man. Like, if you got a man, I just feel like, what I'm saying, if you're a quality woman, there should be a threshold of what's too much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I got a man at home. I can't do that. Those types of thoughts should go through your woman's mind, man. And if that ain't computing, bruh, yeah, you need to start doing your data and start, simmering down.
Well, would you let your old lady go to a Chris Brown with her friends?
I mean, my lady can do what she want to do, but when she come back, the level of the relationship is just gonna be different. You know what I'm saying? I might not cut her off right then and there.
You wouldn't let her go. Excuse me, you wouldn't let her go to a concert, good brother?
No, she go to concert. Yeah, that's fine. I'm just talking about the picture part.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I'm talking about the $1,000, and wanting to go viral with the pose and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you don't really like respect me. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay.
She don't. And that's the thing that we have to, as men, we got to, and I'm saying we don't want to, we have a problem with bad news. Especially men, as a man in a relationship, we have a problem with bad news. Okay, she ain't really into you. We don't want to deal with that. We got to accept that, man. That's called life.
Mm-hmm.
That's called life. And yes, maybe she was with you or into you for a while, and then she lost interest. That happens too with a lot of these women. Yeah, you got to know how to deal with that. You have to know how to process that. And most of these Negroes want to get violent.
Mm-hmm. You ain't lying, Platt.
And then that's why you see them going to jail. You hear them, read them on the news, and you'll say, woman tried to break up with man, and the man wanted to pop the trunk and act a fool, and sometimes go after the dude, as if the dude did something wrong. Yeah, they can't deal with rejection. Yeah, and that's a big problem, man. Rejection. That's why you need to go and be rejected, so you can get over your resistance to it. Now, Rosemary says, I'm new to your channel. The way you dress is the way you're addressed. Okay. I don't know. That ain't gonna work out here, Rosemary. They be dressing out here. They be half naked out here, but you better not bring it up. You better not make no comment. You don't know them. You start making comments about them. Yeah, that ain't gonna work.
Yeah, Platt, I think that's what Iman might be going through, and which I understand. Like, marriage is serious. That's not like a regular boyfriend girlfriend. So I give all the married guys grace, because yeah, man, that's a hard pill to swallow. You want to spend the rest of your life with one person, then you just go your separate ways, especially when y'all got kids involved and all that. It's a hard pill for him to swallow. He's going through it. It's going to take time. Oh yeah, and he on. I heard he was on Dancing with the Stars. He can dance his pain away now. Like, try to win the money. You know what I'm saying? And get your paper back up.
Yeah, that is. You're right. People know who his ex is, and they see how much money she got. But like I'm saying, you look at them both. He's the only one crying in the interviews. When they talk to him, he's whining about her. When they talk to her, she done moved on.
That's what happened when you marry the work.
And these NBA dudes and these guys, they think, okay, yeah, you get this big contract, you get all this money. The Anthony Edwards guy, you go out here and you get all this money, but these women are only going to deal with you because they want your money. And then these dudes have the nerve to try to bring up, like, look at what she's doing to me. What do you mean, man? You giving it, she wouldn't even be with you if you weren't giving her money. So what are you complaining about?
That trick love, Platt. It go both ways too, because I had a homegirl that was in love with her trick. She was sick. You start tricking on somebody else. She thought she was the only one. It go both ways on both ends. The giver and the receiver. Like, nah, he ain't with you for real, for real. You just dibbling, dabbling. Like, you gonna spend a couple dollars, get some cutty, keep it pushing. You gonna do that with the next chick. For the fellas, with the trick love. Same thing. She gonna find her another trick, have a good time, and keep it pushing. But that's the false reality that most people put in their head is like, oh, she or he really love me because they doing this for me or I'm doing that for her. Nah, good brother. You gonna get your feelings hurt. I've seen it on both ends. Yeah, I don't think Iman Shumpert was a trick though, Platt. I just don't think. I think them two really liked each other and they, you know what I'm saying? They try to build something. She was with another NBA player before Iman Shumpert. I forgot.
Brandon Jennings.
There you go. Exclusive. Thank you.
That was Wiley. They was in my city, So, and that's what I'm saying, man. Fellas, because this is what I think Iman did. Men gauge, sadly, we're gauging the quality of woman by the wrong stuff. So here Iman is over here wifey typing Teyana because she like girls type shit. So he, you know what I'm saying? He getting off on, the lustful aspect and the splurge of it all. But bro, that's still temporary woman type behavior, bro. She would have been a phenomenal girlfriend. Literally. But that's the brink of it, bro. It don't go no higher than that, bro. This is a girlfriend. This is, you know what I'm saying? Y'all want to look at chicks at the club, cool, like, but this is your girlfriend for 10 years, 15 years.
But she's a fighter though, man.
Cool. Hey, when she fighting when y'all just girlfriend, boyfriend, y'all can break up. You go to your crib, she go to her crib. Shit. Don't talk for 3 weeks. Okay, y'all ready to make up? Cool. Okay, all right. Wait, you had y'all little makeup sex, all that. Now we back together. Cool. But that's it, man. Getting all this paperwork involved. You know what I'm saying? No prenup and, bruh, like, what are we doing here, bro? This was supposed to be fun. This was supposed to be a good time. That was it. Because that's all she can provide, bro. Like, that's it. Like, we have to do better. We got to come a little higher, bro, in our thinking, in our vetting process.
I think she lined him up though, because right after they got a divorce, now she getting it popping. Like, it's crazy. Sneakers, movies.
She used them.
I was like, damn, now you gonna get it popping, Teyana, after you done left it? Like, that's crazy.
You looking at it the wrong, guys look at it the wrong way. When that woman is your woman, she has to stay, where you put her. You know what I mean? She got to stay where you put her. And if she wants to be in movies and videos, then she don't want to be your woman. But too many of these simps, you let them have it both ways. And that's why that's just like Iman Shumpert. Iman Shumpert's a simp. He let this woman have it both ways. And that's what is his biggest mistake. He should have let her know all he wants her to do is stay in the house, have his babies, love him. He'll love her in return. He'll take care of her. All of this, you trying to sing or whatever, you rap, you trying to act in movies. Now, I would have let her done the Coming to America. I would have done that. But all this other stuff, this new movie where they won the Oscar, she wouldn't have been nothing. She wouldn't have not been in that. I wouldn't have allowed that. And that's where he made his mistakes, man. He was too lenient with her. Sometimes you got to draw a line in the sand just to see if she'll defy you. Not to mean that it means something. You say no clubs. Not to say she go to the clubs in the world, but then you told her no, and then she did it. You know that she don't listen to you. You start going through stuff. Says she don't listen to me. She disrespects me. All of this. Let's share. I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna bring a woman home that shares. She's a little bit on the degenerate side. That's when you said, "No, I'm done with this. This ain't no relationship. This is not no relationship. I thought you wanted to get married. Let's have kids. We got kids. We got money. Let's raise our kids. I don't want to do nothing. I don't want no chick that you met on no Instagram and you want to fly. I don't want to do it. Yeah, you got to do that. But and as a man, you got to have respect for yourself where you don't let a woman drag you into that foolishness. You refuse it. I'm not going to let you do this to me. I'm not going to live like this. You need to go home and you need to stay home till I get there. Simple as that. And a good woman going to get up and go home. And you say, hey, what's all these nightclubs and stuff? What is this? I don't want to hear them about your friends. I'm your friend. Yeah, that's it, man. And hold up. They got to understand they have to comply. Look, let me say this, man. When they want you, they listen. I know this is what the biggest problem with these conversations. You're right. You're talking to somebody who don't want you. You do damn right. She's not going to listen. But when a woman wants you, she'll listen, man. And she'll change when she wants you.
You know, the other thing I learned too, Platt, I had to tell my little brother, and I had to realize dealing with women, gotta find a woman with good character, man. Because guys just overlook that. Like, the way that she operate with her family, her friends, and certain situations, how you think she's going to act like that towards you when things go bad? You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
Especially when I watch, if I dealt with any woman that had kids, I see how she treat her kids. You know what I'm saying? She punching on them, dragging them up the stairs, take your ass to bed, screaming and hooping out. Can't do it. I can't.
Well, I'd have a conversation with that. I don't particularly care for touching, but yelling. And you know, the relationship you're establishing, you're inviting her into your world. You have class, she doesn't. Look, the woman in the chat says, what woman want a man want them to stay in the house? A good one? A good woman, Sandra?
See what I'm saying?
You got another question, Sandra? What kind of woman wants a man that wants them to stay? What woman want a man that wants them to stay in the house? A good woman? The man's there to protect her, right? He's a protector, right? He know the nightclubs and the streets ain't for her. You're a married woman. You don't need to be out in the streets. Hey, I know your girlfriends and all that. You miss them, but you don't need to be in the streets. Look, you don't need to be down there. I know. Yeah, I grew up with Willies. I grew up listening to stories about Willies. You going to Willies? Nah, you don't need to go there. You don't need to go there. That's what I'm saying. And this was what the Sandras and all of these women, they want men to forfeit their responsibilities of being a man. They don't want the man to exercise that, where he says, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong. They just want the man to be, I'll pay this bill, I'll do these things, and then they say, okay, but I still get to basically do what I want to do. Of course, because I'm a nice guy, and that's just the way things are. Yeah, and guys are not accepting that. Guys are not accepting that. Guys are saying no to that. Guys are saying, hey, we're married, we're in a relationship. I need you to do these things right here. Are you willing to do these things? You're right. It's going to be boring. It's a lot of times it's just going to be me and you. Do you want to get married? Would you like, do you want to get married? Maybe you don't want to get married because you say you want to go to the club, you want to hang out, you want to get upgrade your IG. You ain't want it. That's what I mean. Teyana tell you, you don't even waste your time with a woman like that. You don't even waste your time with a woman like that. You move on. You look at a woman like that and you see her. And that's another thing as a man, you see her coming. You looking at her, you say, look at what she got on, man. So, man, this chick right here, look at this chick. Man, come on, man.
They want us to ignore that.
Yeah, you look at her, you say, man, I ain't thinking about the man. You out your mind. Because you can say, hey, man, maybe if I was 21, 22, but ain't no way. I wouldn't even waste my time with somebody like that. And then you find out she got 2 kids. You say, that woman got 2 kids? And she all half naked out here?
No panties on.
I'm gone. That's what dudes say, I'm gone. And she don't want to be told nothing. She don't want to be told nothing. That's why that security at the Oscar, that dude had to block her off. He told her not to go on that stage. And she got loud with the dude. Man, that's the Oscars. Them white champagne liberals. They ain't used to no chicken. That's what I'm saying, bro. They're going to blame that on Negroes, too. They're going to say Negroes destroyed the Oscars. you had the Chris Rock. Yeah, Chris Rock smacking Will Smith smacking Chris Rock. Yeah. Now you got Teyana Taylor talking hood ratty to the people. They tell you ain't supposed to be up here. You don't got to put your hand on me.
Snapping her neck and shit.
Yeah.
It's crazy out here.
Stop pushing me.
That's crazy, man. You don't even, I mean, and then she put the man in a damn headlock. Old ass white man was trying to get his award. She put that man in a headlock in front of them champagne, all them rich, elitist white folks.
He could have fell going up the steps. She dragged his.
I wonder how they looked at that too. I wonder how they looked at it. Like, damn.
She did the most, man. She was doing the most. God damn, T. I like Teyana, man, but she's still. I'm telling you, Platt. She's starting to go down that Keke Palmer vibe, man. That annoying stuff, man. I can't stand an annoying chick that do the most. Her, Cardi B, just all right, baby, relax. Just calm down.
Y'all ready to add? I'm ready to add to my red flag list. But if your woman is highly attention seeking, red flag.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you better not take her serious. I'm telling you.
Loud, obnoxious, like weird. Yeah.
Let me ask this question. Do you think Teyana Taylor deserved the $25 million?
Yeah.
Do you think she deserved that?
Yeah, she do.
Okay, you think so? I think, okay, I'm gonna be for real. $2 million. She don't deserve no $25 million, man.
I'm sure Iman would love to only pay $2 million, but shit, I mean.
Oh, you talking about for the divorce Platt? Oh no, she don't deserve that. Wait,
I want to know if
I thought you was talking about her career.
The women in the chat, you think she deserves $25 million? I know they don't think that she deserves that much money. Thank you. Everybody's saying no.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought you was talking about her career. Do she earn 20? Nah, divorce? Nah.
She got his ass, man.
Just take care of them babies. That's it. Pay that child support, pay for the tuition. That's it. Don't $25 million. Damn. And he gotta give up the cribs and the wishmacan and all that. See,
he don't deserve that much money, man.
I can't really say that it's his fault, man.
That's his fault. It's his fault.
And why do women, okay, they getting a divorce, she's gonna keep the kids, why do women low-key want to punish the man for the divorce? It's like she's punishing him for marrying her
because they can. Platt. If the laws was on our side as men, we would take advantage too, but most men is too scared.
Miss Javin, and that's the second comment she's made. Look, Matt, I don't know what's going on with you, but no, she don't deserve $25 million. And like I said, this is on the way out. This is on the way out of the relationships. The man's got 2 kids with her. He loves her. He actually wants to be with her. She's leaving him, and then she takes his bank account. She said, give me 25 of that. So now you had a nice piece. Now you got 7. Now you left with $7 million. And she got 25 and the kids.
And now it's starting to make sense with this whole Chris Brown rumor, because the media started throwing Iman under the bus because she labeled him as a cheater. So whether he did it or didn't do it, okay, he probably did. But you was doing the same shit at the same time.
And you finding out, and I
now
forgot.
he just now finding out.
No, exclusive. We're finding out now, in addition to taking his money, you're right, a year later or over time, because people talk. People talk. Turns out Chris Breezy was smashing his old lady.
You was doing the same shit you accused me of. Yeah, bro, it's Iman's fault. Oh, yeah, no question. And that's why we got to pick better.
Crazy, man. That's crazy.
That's why we got to pick better.
And a lot of women think it's okay if it's Chris Brown. It's like, okay, I didn't cheat on you with Joe Schmo. I cheated on you with him. That don't make it okay. That don't make it okay. And a lot of dudes, man, that's why you got to get out of your ego, man. That woman either wants you or she don't. In fact, if that woman cheat on you with anybody, you leave that woman. You clean. By the time she get home, you let her know you leaving, but you got all your stuff or you putting her out. That's how you do that.
Hey, Platt, you might have do a show on tell guys how to deal after a breakup, like how to operate. Once you break up with a shorty, just let her go, good brother. Don't keep texting her.
You're gonna be mad though, man. Your emotions. Most guys, I mean, a lot of these single moms, Simpsons, most guys they're not in control of their emotions.
Yeah.
And if you're emotional and a woman, woo. If you're an emotional dude and you think you in love with this woman and she pulled the rug out, woo!
I've seen it. I had to stop one of my homies. He was on his ex-girl's steps looking like Bishop. I'm like, come on, bro. Just take this ride with me, man. Just take a ride.
I wouldn't have got in the car with him. I wouldn't have got in the car with him.
Why? Why?
I wouldn't have trusted him at that moment, man. Now you can't. Nah, man, because they be.
I know it's emotions. Man. It's emotions. I know they're highly emotional. You can't. But he wasn't angry, like talking crazy. He just was militant, and he was just waiting for her to come to the step with a dude. And I'm like, bro, nah, come on, man, get in the car.
Yeah, the way you handle that, though, is see that comes from the beginning. You don't, as a man, and I know guys want to do it. We talk about that over here. You never go all in with your woman, even if you married. You never give her, the songs make her my everything or she's my everything. You never do that, because once you do that, that's how you wind up in a jailhouse.
Yeah,
because you're acting like she's not human. She's very capable of sleeping with another man. So you got to accept it. Y'all cool, y'all married, y'all cool, y'all got kids together. But if things go left, you can deal with it. But guys don't want to do that. Guys want to say, okay, this ain't gonna never end. We're gonna be together forever. And that stuff right there, when your woman start talking like that, that's cause for alarm. You need to pull over and you need to discuss that. So what are you talking about? We good, but what do you mean this ain't gonna never end? Don't say that. I don't like that. I don't feel comfortable with someone talking to me like that. You got to do that, man, because you got to be with someone who's stable. And a lot of these women, they're not stable.
Yeah, dudes can't. I've noticed that, like, a lot of guys just can't get over a breakup, and even if she didn't leave on the right note with you, she ain't picking up your phone calls, or she just ignore you all the way, bro. Just move on, bro. I'm telling guys from even. Yes, Joey, right. I've been through it, and guess what? I learned exactly the right way, because I've seen the guys before me, my brothers, my cousins, crash out, and I'm like, nah, bro, I can't. Like you said, Platt, you always gotta have in the back of your head, she can leave your ass.
Yeah, she can leave. And the thing else, she said you guys are more emotional than I was when I broke up. She's right. Men today,
They are.
They're too emotional, man. That's what's causing us so many problems, because we've been taught to get in touch with our feminine side and be in our feelings, and that's been good. Men, that's an aspect of a man that he just simply doesn't need to investigate. His feminine side or be emotional. No, a man is driven by certain things. That's just the way life is, and that's another thing. Heartache. People don't want to accept. That's a part of being a man.
Yeah, it definitely is. You got to go through it. If you go cry. Hey, play. I told Big Truck. Hey, Big Truck, if you want to cry, let it out. You keep riding past your ex house, everything. Keep riding past her house. That pain's still there, good brother. Like, you still riding past, zooming past her crib to make sure she in there. That ain't gonna work. Or you getting your passport. Good brother, just cry. Let it out. And then move forward. But
you see this? And this is why we're behind right now. Penelope.
Uh-oh.
I can't believe I said that right. Penelope, look, it says you don't want to evolve, just stay Neanderthals. Okay.
Who's a Neanderthal?
I'll stay a Neanderthal. If me being a Neanderthal keeps me from crashing out and losing my mind, I'll stay one.
I'll stay one too, Penelope. I'm sorry, mama. And these guys, they get dangerous too, Penelope. Like I where I'm from, I done seen guys go bonkers on these women, and I don't agree with it. And I'm the first one to say, bro, just move on. Just leave the girl alone, move on. Stop texting her. Stop trying to pop up at her job. Stop trying to know her whereabouts and who she talking to. Social media stalking.
Yeah, well, hold up, Joey. We forgot. Penelope, y'all like knuckle dragging Neanderthals. You know, y'all like those guys. You like those guys. So that's crazy. How, and that's the thing. They get to crash out. We don't. They get to do these things, walk around half naked. We don't. You know what I'm saying? Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, Penelope, we not the not the Neanderthals, because we men up here that's talking with emotional intelligence, what y'all ladies call. Like, we saying for guys to not to crash out, and here you is saying we should crash out. I don't understand what she's saying, Platt.
No, they just want to wrap men around their thumb, man. And they used to be able to do it, but now in 2026, hey, I would tell a guy, be careful with that. And they do. We just like Teyana Taylor. Look at Teyana Taylor. She's out there sleeping with other women. And she got she left her man and got the mansion and $25 million. When that woman was barely, she was a dealer. She was a straight to red box. I think I saw Teyana Taylor in Revenge of the Leprechaun or whatever. 4. I think, didn't they have a number 4 on that thing? The Leprechaun or whatever. The Attack of I don't know what the name of that stuff was. She might have been in that. Talking about she's a good actor. No, she got Ahmad. And a lot of these guys don't understand. That's what I'm saying. Ahmad got all that designer. Ahmad, you got all that money. You got all them Gucci. You probably don't even pay for them. But that don't make you a man, brother. Don't you get that part? That's what I'm saying. These guys don't understand. I don't understand these guys. Just because you got braids and a beard, that don't mean you're an alpha male. You still a simp. It's how you deal with your woman. How you gonna let your woman tell you what she gonna do? That don't work. You married to her. How you gonna let her tell? What you mean you don't get to tell me what you gonna do? You my wife. I'm gonna tell you what to do. And then hold up, guy. Oh, you can't say that. You can't say that. Oh, you can't say. Well, why marry the guy? Why marry a guy you're not gonna listen to? You understand what I'm saying? Why would you marry a guy you don't want to listen to? You see what I'm saying? That doesn't even make sense. You married now. That's your man. You got to listen to your man. You tell your friends we ain't going to be able to do it. Why? He won't let me. Oh, girl, you listen to your man? Well, yeah, I do. As simple as that. Okay, I don't want to listen to him. Then don't marry him. Stay single. And then you're right. You're right. You say we just in a relationship or we just together, but you can't tell me what to do. You're right, he can't. But they want the marriage, they get the marriage, and then they want control. It don't work that way. Or you ain't supposed to work that way. A lot of these guys, the simps make you think it works that way. We see the Steph Currys. And like you say, Steph is a Curry because of his wife. Russell is a simp because of Russell. And guys got to understand that. They got to navigate that path. Because it varies like that. I'm sure you do like simps. What's wrong with simps, John? I'm sure you like them. And you'll do just like Teyana Taylor. Let me tell you something, guys. They'll tell you the simps, they're going to like it. They're going to like a guy who's letting them do pretty much anything they want to do, whenever they want to do it. But let me tell you something. They're going to do you just like Teyana Taylor. When they get tired of you, they're going to dump you. And if you get married, they're going to run your pocket. They're going to take all your money. They're going to take your money and abandon you. And they're going to still be at this thing. You're going to look at their Instagram, your ex, your wife. Guess what? She going to go ahead and lose weight now. And she going to still be out there half naked. And you're going to be having to work a second job to pay that child support and that alimony. That's why they like the simps. And that's why you shouldn't be a simp. And don't let these women not buy you nothing. If a woman, let me tell you something, man, start a new day for you. I'm not saying you want money from them. I'm saying, hey, man, you have a birthday. She tell you about her birthday. You say, I got you. Of course. But then your birthday come up. You say, well, by the way, you know, my birthday's 2 weeks from now. And see if she gets you something. What do you mean you didn't do nothing for me? You the only man I know who wants something, you know, now get your ass out of here. The hell, who the hell you think you talking to? Get your ungrateful ass out of my place. Yeah, don't let these women get away. They don't buy you nothing. You pay for all the time they go out. Y'all going to Miami, you paying for everything. She ain't bought you a French fry. She ain't bought you a cheeseburger. Don't let them get away with that, man. You tell them, hell no. They got to have some skin in the game. I'm a tool man myself. Where's my tools? I have no problem. I put it on Amazon tool section. Yeah, I got a drill. I would love to have that. I'm waiting to get that. And that table right there, I love table. How about a saw? Yeah, you're going to have to put some skin in the game, man. And those are man gifts. Those are manly gifts. I don't want no chain. I don't want no ring. But you can buy me another table saw. Yeah, stop letting them get away with that. No, that's all. We're not going to do that. Stop letting them get away with that. Hey, you can shower them, give them the shoes, the dresses, the nice things, right? But then they got to fall out because, you know, you're a hunter. These are the type of equipment I need for hunting. If you're interested. You hear that, do business?
Yeah, man. What's good with y'all, man?
Mm-hmm.
Man, played you crazy,
Yeah.
man.
Here she goes. She said, who hurt you, boo? I got you. Go ahead. Go ahead, do business.
Nah, you killing me when you said she won't even buy you a cheeseburger.
She won't. You know I'm right, do business.
I mean, it's really not even that serious, but that's real though. Like that is serious, you know.
That's
You
serious.
want everybody? Yeah, it is. You know, a woman should care about you enough to buy you a burger. Like you won't even buy a nigga a cheeseburger.
Most guys, when you reflect, most guys, you in a relationship, you've been with her for 6 months, y'all cool. But then you turn around and realize, say, man, this woman ain't even bought me a cheeseburger. Like every birthday, it's like I don't have birthdays. It's like things don't matter. But when it comes to her, they matter. But with me, She does. She don't. She and unless I'm really on her, she won't do anything. And I said, no, you don't have to do that, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. Damn, that's real. I mean, yeah, I hear you play. You've been going in, but yeah. Did he fumble the bag or whatever? Yeah, you don't let a chick get you for 25, dog. You don't even want to let it get you for 5 if you got that kind of money. That's a low blow
Yeah.
right there. Damn.
Well, that's what happens when you try to buy a relationship.
Ooh, that's deep. 25 of them things. Wow.
That's also trying to be like the fairy godmother to this woman, man. He don't have to get that woman. Look,
Oh my God.
let me tell you something, do business. Your relationship, you don't have to give your woman everything, even if you got money. She talking about, hey, I love to have a new car. I said, okay, why don't you go get one? Yeah, I said, what's wrong with the car you got? It's 2026. You got a 2017 right now. What's wrong with that car? Oh, I just wish I had a new car. Well, go get one. You don't have to do that, man. And then challenge her to leave. So were you gonna leave because I didn't buy you a new car?
That's real talk, man.
Yeah.
Women do stuff like that. Like they expect you to buy anything. And you be like, wait a minute, hold up. Damn. If you got the money, then that's different. But if you ain't got it, that's, difficult to handle. So
A lot of guys get it. Man, let me tell you something. The way this thing set up, you ain't you ain't gotta have the money. They'll put you in the car though.
damn. Well,
They're gonna come get it in about 3 months, but they'll put you in the car. Go buy your own cheeseburger. I heard that. Yeah,
damn.
I heard that.
See, that's
That
what I'm
makes
saying.
sense.
See,
That's how they be
Yeah,
thinking too,
you
right
get
there.
disrespect too. That's what I'm saying. You
Right
say
there.
this
That's how they
about
be
women, and then they
wow.
start disrespecting you. Isn't
I
that
mean,
something you would think these women would listen to you and sort of have compassion? They don't. They disrespect.
that is
That's
sad,
crazy,
man.
man. That's crazy. So you're supposed to just take the disrespect. You're just supposed to take it. Does that make you a man? Does that make you more of a man?
But I'm telling you, Plaid, this is a lot of the women these niggas is dating. That's
I know.
exactly how they think.
I
Go
know.
buy your
Wow.
own
That's some
cheeseburger.
shit. That shit is crazy. People don't realize how serious that is. Like, I mean, goddamn, baby. Like, what if I need you to buy me a cheese? You won't even do it. That's man. You got some niggas that'll spend 10,000. Like I be
I
telling you,
know. I
and you
know.
will. Wow, that hurt a nigga bad right
They
there.
don't even want to spend nothing,
Especially if
man.
that's your woman, dog. You be like,
Yeah,
damn, I got to get rid of you.
man.
Yep.
But
You
see,
better make an adjustment,
but
my
but
boy. I'm
but this
telling
the
you.
thing. This the thing. This the
No,
thing.
you got
But
to go.
this the thing I know about women, and this is where they messed up because I know what they do for the men they want.
Mm-hmm.
See, I know that. I know when they want that man, they'll buy him something. They'll treat him on their money. They'll treat their man because they want that man. They'll fight for their man. They'll fight their family for him. He can literally do no wrong when they want that man. That's why I be trying to tell these guys all of that bumming and begging and tricking, that ain't gonna work. They only require that from men they don't want.
Yeah, man. That's oh man. We ain't got no feelings, huh? They just do you any kind of way. That's crazy, man.
Man, that woman will come home and she done bought you 3 new suits, tailored, new shoes, belts. She tell you, I don't like I saw your closet. I don't like. She didn't pay for that out of her money. That's her money. It cost you nothing. Taking care of you. I'm gonna put 4 new tires on your car. I seen your car, and you like looking at it and said, well, hey, wait a minute. I appreciate it, but I got this. No, don't worry about it, baby.
Mm-hmm.
I got this.
Yeah.
Just taking care of you. But I'm saying when you're a guy that you got to pay him, like, Iman Shumpert, they're not going to do nothing for you but use you and take your money.
Yeah, man. Damn, dog.
She said, "You want a wife or a mom?" I heard. There you go.
Is that what somebody's saying in the chat?
Yeah, you want a wife or a mom?
Damn.
I got you.
Well, I mean,
A mom.
I get it. I get it.
My mom never bought me four tires for my car with the tires. Mom, that ain't even it's just being a good person, man. It's returning the favor. Ain't nobody bitter. You know what? You finna get blocked.
Wow.
You come over here disrespect, you real disrespect. And that's the problem. These women, they so disrespectful to men. They just have no respect for men. None.
Nope.
Oh Lord. That don't make no sense, bro.
And as I'm watching, man, real talk, a lot of these modern women haven't had a man that just does it for them. Like a lot of them have been in proximity or had crushes on them, but they never got them. So, they've gotten in a routine or a regularity of treating men with kind of dismissively, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could do with you or I could do without you because you're not really the guy I really wanted, type of shit. And you'd be surprised. That's why you hear everything that's been said in the chat. Do not surprise me at all, because they've never had to practice that. They've never, you know what I'm saying? They've never tapped into that nurturing aspect of their nature. Because all the guys have been like a yellow light. It's been like a mild interest, not a full hot interest. It's been like a mild interest. Oh, you're a nice guy,
No, she said, tell us your story. What did she do to y'all? Let me explain something to you. I require investments in me. Listen, I don't want a woman's money because you guys look at that the wrong way. I expect her to put skin in the game. If I'm in a relationship with her, she's in a relationship with me. And it ain't even like that. Hey, tick for tat. I did something for your birthday. You do. No, I'm not even putting it like that. What I'm trying to tell you is expectations. I need things too. Why not buy me the 989 tool set? With 1,000 tools with the whole cabinet, and then why not? I put that in my garage. I'll throw the old one away. That's what I'm saying. Guys be in these relationships, and they don't receive anything from these women. And they're together for years. Some of these dudes even take care of the kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know how much kids cost? Other than her hopping in bed with him every now and then, he's paying for her children. He's paying for her maintenance. He's paying for her car. Come on, man, you guys. And that woman ain't bought you a cheeseburger. And you wonder why it didn't last. Come on, man. We got American tradesmen with the $20 holler. Platt is correct. If she's not spending money on you or giving you straight, well, see, that's him. Straight cold cash. She's not messing with you for real. I got you on that one. Now we on different sides. I don't need no. I don't need her to give me no cold cash. But if you got it like that, if you built like that, hey, I ain't mad at you, man. I'm still working on a cheeseburger, brother. But if they giving you money, 100 and 100 and 100 and 100, you winning. I'm still trying to get that cheeseburger. And we got Teyana Taylor. Teyana. Did I say it right for you? Teyana Taylor. She took Iman Shumpert for 25 millis. She got a bag off of him, and she's out in the streets. And look, she was the one who put that white guy in the chokehold at the Oscars. She went there, clown there. The whole thing about Chris Brown, there's a rumor that Chris Brown been smashing this man's old lady. Now, I do not approve of that under any circumstance. You know, a married woman's a married woman, brother. Chris Brown, you're a little bit greedy, brother. Look at that. There go Chris Brown. That's her. I think Chris Brown, I wouldn't have done all of that. See that right there? I wouldn't have done all of that. You don't ever let no woman put you in a position. You see how aggressive she is? Yeah, she's a very aggressive female. You see this? And she's like talking to him like that. He's taking that. Yeah, he don't really value himself. That's disrespectful. You know, they're talking about the phone and how come you didn't call me and all of that, man. Hey, man, send your phone. That's how you do this. You send your phone. I see he got it. Look at that. He got his hand on that little back right there. Chris Brown been smashing. Brown been smashing that, bro. He been smashing that. But now, man, you send your phone over and just have her put her number in your phone. You don't get all in front because you got other people watching, man. That made Chris Brown look real weak. That's real weak, man. Don't do that. Don't make that woman think that she on your level like that. Don't let that woman look at you and think she's on your level. Come on, man. Hey, Chris Brown, don't do that. Give her, hey, Chris Brown, give the phone to one of them peons. You know, you got him. He got peons up there. Let that peon go and take your phone to her. Well, don't go over there trying to say, hey, come here for a minute and all that. I get that, though. He know he's going to get up on her. He like that little bitty waist she got. I get you. I see it. I know what you're talking about. But still, though, that's a bad look for you, Chris. That's a terrible look. And she pointing and she just disrespectful, man. You tell a woman, don't point. When you talk to me, don't point. Take your hand down. Take your hand down. They don't point. But she don't know, but you got to let her know, man. She'll be all right. She need the right man in her ear for a minute, not a long time, but for a minute. And if she acts right, then she acts right. But she don't want you got to let her go. Yeah, Chris Brown's a cream puff. You're exactly right. Thank you, Rosemary. He's a simp. If you let a woman point and admonish you and stuff in a crowd, you's a simp. Yeah, I'm serious. You's a simp.
I ain't gonna sip him out on that one, Platt.
I don't know why you won't. You don't let a woman get up. First of all, he like a simp. He went over there messing with her. Look at that woman sitting down. Let me tell you something. As a man, this is what you don't do. Look at what he just did. You don't never do that to no woman, man. Look at how he's all bent over, leaning in. You don't do that. And then look, she gets up. Look how she pointing to him. Look how she talking to him. And he's taking that. And then she gets up, gets in his face. Look at it. She bossed up on him. Yeah, he's a simp, bro.
I did see that.
I
saw that. That's crazy.
Yeah, you see how she
if
put
you
her
don't,
hand.
If you don't bold them shoulders now, what is you doing?
Yeah. So, yeah, and I got a problem with that. And I don't know Chris, but I got a problem with that. I would have told him, bro, you did that wrong. Look, and then that's what you get when you deal with a Teyana Taylor. That's what you get, though. You go get that disrespect. And that's why you don't deal with it. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, bro, you Chris Brown, man. You don't have to go and let that woman disrespect you. But he played himself, though, man. He played himself.
You know they're a little aggressive in Brooklyn, man. That's that Brooklyn in them.
Man, a woman comes at you with open arms. She wants to please. She wants to be embraced. That's a woman you deal with. A woman comes to you happy, loyal. A woman that comes to you pointing and screaming and bucking up, that's a woman that don't deserve. She's not worthy of you. She's not worthy of your time, man. She's not worthy of your commitment. And too many of you guys are compromised. Too many men are just flat out compromised. You compromised, man. You compromise when it comes to the women. You give in way too much. A good woman gonna buy you a cheeseburger, man. But you can tell they're so used to, and these dudes, like even Chris Brown is bending over. Even Chris Brown is bending over backwards. We got to do something. Men are losing, man. Men are hurting. And I'm gonna tell you something, man. You don't have to. You can be that generous dude. You can buy your woman a car. You can buy her a $10,000 bracelet. But she's got to return. She got to give you something, man. Something. And that's your problem. When you let them get away, they ain't bought you a cheeseburger. They don't want to cook for you. They don't want to do nothing for you. You played yourself, man. You're going to lose. You're going to wind up just like this Iman Shumpert. As a man, you got to say when. You got to say yes. You got to say no. That's a part of your assignment as a man. You were assigned, when you were born, you were assigned to be a man. You're a man now. You got to, the more you get away from that, the more problems you're going to have. All of this compromise and Oprah and metrosexual, and we're men and we want to do all of that, you're asking for it. She said prostitution is illegal, and it should be. And it should be. Nobody said that nothing that has to do with anything. But that's cool. That's cool, man. As men, we're losing right now, man. As men, we're losing. We finna go over there and fight that war. A lot of us won't come back. And we used to live in a world where the women wanted to have our babies. They wanted to take care of us. They respected our sacrifice. We don't even live in a world like that anymore. We live in a world where a woman won't even buy her man a cheeseburger, not off her money. Not off her money. And that's fine. But that's these guys. I don't move that way. I just don't move like that. Says she's attracted to women anyway. The only reason why she's ever gotten with a man is for financial gain. Because she knows she's not getting that from a woman. Wow. You might be right, man. You might be right. You might be right. She got a bag off of him though. And she good, bro. She want to be out there in the streets. She want to be thotting it up in the streets. I got you. If you a real man, a woman then bought you some stuff, man. She done, even when you didn't want it, she done surprised you with something. And check it out. If it didn't fit, she took it back. She took it back. She did, not you. She took it back. And it's because she wants to. She wants to dress her man up. She wants to treat her man. What makes her happy is making you happy, treating you. I know the game has been lost. A lot of guys done got lost in the sauce, and I know the game done changed. But at the end of the day, bro, that's a good woman. Look, Lady of Spa, not your mommy. Look, Lady of Spa, if you're a good woman, you're going to treat your man. And you don't want to deal with that. And see, that's the problem with a lot of women. They don't want to deal with the reality that if you're a good woman, you're going to treat your man. That's really what the problem is. You don't want to deal with the truth. Yeah, he provides for the household. But I got you though. I ain't trying to change you. Do your thing. Do your thing, ladies. You know what's best. Like, share, support, man. Support the platform. Like the stream, man. Support the platform. I'm still working on that cheeseburger, man. American tradesman say he getting cold, hard cash from women. I need to talk to him about it. I'm still working on that cheeseburger. But exclusive, we finna go ahead and shut this down, man. We appreciate you, brother.
I got you, OG.
All right. Don't be a stranger, brother.
Yes, sir.
We look, like, share, support. We're talking about Teyana Taylor, Iman Shumpert. He ignored the red flags. And look at what happened. They washed out 2 kids. He's out millions, $25 million. She's out at these parties. There's Chris Brown. I would be suspicious that Chris Brown been smashing. If I see my woman talking to him, if I see him, and of all the women at that place, he doing this to her, yeah, I would think it's something else going on. I would think it's something else going on. I'll just be suspicious that I'm not the only one. I would think something else is going on with my woman, man. But hey, we got to live and we got to learn, man. Do me a favor, man. Like the stream. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the Cash App, hit the Super Chat. There you go. She said a woman is going to have a hot meal ready, which is better than a cheeseburger. I got you. I understand that. I got you. And we're going to go ahead and end this stream. All right, y'all take care, man. We'll be back.